Let's do it.
Let's do it. Last time on Humblewood from the Ashes, the defenders of Alderheart received a mysterious midnight meeting invitation promising information about the missing pages of the various that you came across in the lower library during your research. After creating elaborate decoys to maintain their cover, which Rikki stayed back to maintain, the rest ventured into the forest terrarium, where they encountered, in the main museum building, fossilized elk skeletons that came to life. During the fierce battle that destroyed the irreplaceable fossils, they spotted a hooded Corvum figure who escaped by misty stepping and gliding away invisibly off the edge of the terrarium, the floating terrarium. Heading back to reporting this to Dean Gabe Winsworth, he then granted you a little enhanced security to investigate further, telling you to head on down to the library at night, which generally you couldn't do, to see if you can, get a handle on right away, see if there's something else going on. While down there, you found a hidden passage behind a bookcase. Heading on in, to this mysterious thing, you found in one room, a small closet, don't have his name written down. The librarian that you have been talking to,
Mordain.
Mordain, that's what it was, Mordain. He was in a stupor, sort of in this sort of gray miasma that's surrounding him that was kind of keeping him there. He was wearing slightly different clothes that you hadn't seen him wearing before. Not his traditional, robes or anything, and he was essentially unconscious in a stupor, or dazed, whatnot. Rikki stayed behind to watch over him as you continued on to the next room. The three of you then got into a fight as you found the Corvum, a necromancer who's been basically controlling or dabbling in more necromancy to control the birdfolk servitors, the skeleton servitors. You had a quick fight with that, and he ran into the next room. Following him, you found that he was Oddwald Ebonheart. Necromancer has been researching ways to stop the immortal aspect of fire. He ran into the next room to essentially sick his Cobblefright on you, which was the creepy double-beak, four-eyed skeleton creature that had been reported by Figgery. Continuing from that, you managed to peacefully resolve the conflict by sort of appealing to Oddwald that you are also there to help and try and stop things. He at first didn't believe that you could have done anything, and that saying things like the aspect was immortal and the only way to stop them is through necromancy and things like that. As he was about to run away, you managed to cut him off, and he sort of came to his senses and broke down a bit and called off the Cobblefright. And that's essentially where we're gonna pick right back up.
You know why that thing was wandering around the school, creeping out kids?
You don't know yet.
If you want to see it, Boom, it's in the creature handout, so you can see the Cobblefright.
Whoa,
right
that
there.
thing? That looks so cool.
Yeah.
Two birds
Yeah,
sandwiched together.
would have been fun to fight it.
You say that, but you don't know its stat block.
Can we fight it
Would have
anyway?
been fun to fight it, but I'm gonna go ahead and Steven Universe this, is what Joey says.
I don't get the reference.
Steven Universe doesn't fight stuff, he just talks his way out of everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's great and all, but that's all that happens all the time. Anyway, Rikki comes on in, sees this, and what is your reaction, Rikki, to seeing this four-eyed walking giant skeleton turkey?
I've seen the other servitors walking around, right?
Yeah, they are much smaller and normal birdfolk skeleton.
Probably just gonna stare at it a little bit. It looks really cool. And it's not like I haven't seen undead roaming around this place anyway, so...
That's fair.
Hey,
So he's
Rikki.
left off.
Rikki, come join the cuddle circle.
You see everybody hugging Oddwald and Perry saying hug, hug.
Yeah, he's
Hug.
not really a part of it. He's not
But
doing
with
any of the
that-
physical touching.
Yeah, but with that, Oddwald's like, he kind of just like,
Kind-
good.
I kind of want to go see if I can pet the creature.
Sure, you don't even need
But
a
I'm
roll
gonna
because
ask. I will ask Oswald. I'm assuming it's his. He's wearing robes. I'm just gonna assume he's a
Yeah.
necromancer. Could I pet your creature? It's adorable.
he's like, he just sees you coming. He's like, sure. It won't bite.
go-
It won't do
I'm gonna
anything.
go pet the creature.
Um,
Give it. I'd say chin scritches, but it doesn't really have a chin because that's like the top of its other beak. So
Yeah.
I'll find somewhere.
So why
Yeah.
would
Animal
No matter
handling
what,
check.
it's a snoot to boop.
Yeah.
double
Be an
snoots?
animal handling check. Let's first roll back.
Oh.
I'll give you that nat 20 because it's docile. Yeah, it just even Oddwald as he looks over and is kind of like amazed that you basically like Cobblefright whisperer. You pretty much get this thing. You give it scritches. It kind of starts nuzzling against you, and then you like pet it. It's bigger than you, but it's coming down like a horse would to like its owner, and then it kind of like gets down on its side and like a cat and starts like pawing at you and stuff like that. I couldn't even get it to do that, and I can control it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Speaking of controlling this, why was this thing sneaking around in the middle of the night, scaring students?
that was scaring students. They just saw it and got scared of it. And,
Well, what was it doing wandering around?
I needed part of my research trying to control part of the necromancy in its soul, and it's complicated. It's the only way. He's kind of rambling on a bit because he's still in this situation where he's like, he was just about to do this stuff, and you guys caught him,
Yeah.
and he thought he was gonna run away, and he kind of collapses to his just like sits where he is and just says, I just take me to the authorities, the dean or whoever. I give up.
Just tell me why you believe necromancy can stop the aspect of fire. Like, what was your thought process?
My research?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little more than that. He starts getting a little bit of story mode. It is. Sorry, you asked something that's supposed to like be
Come
explained a
later.
little later, so I gotta go through I gotta look through the notes and see where
Well,
it is.
if you need a minute to
No, I got
calm
it.
down.
It starts a little further back. As several months ago, I was granted a vision, and some entity visited me in a dream and imparted knowledge of the existence of the aspect of fire, and it showed me the location of a seal. It told me of the spells I might use to heal the grove of the influence of the aspect once and for all. The Scorched Grove. But I was a damned fool to think of this, and since then I have been researching a little more to try and just find out what we can do to get rid of this. And the aspect, it's immortal. It consumes the living forests for energy, and I was trying to research necromancy in a way to see if we could control it or reduce its strength.
I gesture to the librarian. Who is he? Is he conscious or is he still?
He's still unconscious.
Yeah, it's like
goes over to.
And why did you feel the need to impersonate the librarian over there?
Yeah, actually, why did he do that? I know I wrote that down, but I haven't looked at it in a while.
You know,
I thought it was a good idea at the time.
You know, spur of the moment thing.
I got it. I needed access to the lower library and discreetly, and he is unharmed. He's there. Goes over and he kind of does a little bit of somatic motions with his hands to kind of dissipate the spell, and the miasma dissipates, and the owl folk that you thought you'd been talking to this whole time comes back to life, or comes back to the like, this is, kind of looks around a bit, doesn't look at the cobblefright, he's kind of looking at you guys.
Oh, he doesn't have them.
Oh my gosh, I know what happened. I'm sorry, I was sleepwalking again, wasn't I? I just sleepwalked right into here, and then I made a mess of everything. Did I? Am I okay?
Let's go with yes. Do you want to just go back
What-
to your room
what-
and we'll...
What is that? What is? He looks over at the cobblefright. Good lord.
Oh, you're still.
Good lord.
I
What is
think-
that horrible
Yeah,
thing?
you're still dreaming. It's all a dream. You should go back to bed.
Make a deception check.
Deception. I'll use my new candy dice that came with my D&D Beyond subscription.
Oh yeah, I got those ones too.
Yeah. Deception. Looks like a creamsicle. 15.
I must be. Oddworld steps over. Yes, just he does a little bit of magic, and we'll say that it does something similar to like a charm or command spell.
Cast
Like,
sleep.
just head on back, and it'll all make sense in the morning.
Go to sleep,
"Ah,
go
I
to sleep,
guess
go
you
to sleep,
will."
go to sleep, go to sleep.
Starts walking off.
Hurry before you start imagining you're naked and you haven't finished your homework.
God, I'm late for class. Oh, wait a second. I'm 42 years old. I'm the teacher.
And I'm late for
yeah,
class.
You pretty much, you pretty much get him. He is fine. You'll be able to kind of like
Yeah.
get the full story of that later on.
Well,
Oddworld heads over to the cobble. No, go ahead. Actually,
I was just gonna say, well, Mr. Ebenhart, we're gonna have to tell the dean about this.
I know.
I think
I
your
accept my.
I think your idea may have merit, but you did do some questionable things to get here.
I know. But no one is harmed, and I truly am sorry for the attacks I did on you, and well, you did destroy some of our finest servitor skeletons of professors past, so maybe we could call that even, and
Well, in hindsight, I think you're the one who brought those to life. So
well, either way, he is pretty much saying he gives up. He's gonna let you take him to the authorities and the dean.
Let's just focus on the positives and not worry about all those skeletons that you burned down in the museum.
Honestly, I'm surprised they managed to outrun you.
now all their
You
bones
had
are
to jump on me
broken
there.
from all the bludgeoning damage.
But just to fast track it, you can go ahead and bring him to the dean. Everybody can get a proper long rest if they still need it, although everybody leveled up, so they're probably fine.
Long rest.
Might as well do it. There's a couple of things to round off.
Have something to discuss later, Mark.
Is it about the cobble fright?
Yes. I
I
would like to make a disguise for it so it could continue living here without freaking people out.
Give it a fake mustache
Well, it can be like the other
and
skeletons
sunglasses.
that are walking around.
Yep.
It's just a little different.
Yeah,
Fair.
but would the mustache be on the top, or would it be like a goatee?
Both.
How would it wear a mustache?
Go,
If
cobble
a
fright,
cobble
you're
fright
free. You're free. If you stay here, they're gonna put you down. Go, run!
If a cobble fright were to wear Groucho Marx glasses, would it wear them like this or like this?
Put him on the bottom and upside down, and he's got mustaches instead of an eyebrows. So yeah, we will fast track to the next day. Pretty much, you hand over Oddwald to the dean. The dean has security come in and deal with them. The dean is very surprised, essentially, of he's expresses shock and disappointment that such a brilliant alumni of the college would perpetrate such heinous actions under his beak. Literally says that. Oddwald will explain to him the gravity of the situation and he'll show all the notes that he's been researching and everything to kind of get everybody on the same page and not to say I had the ends justify the means, but that if I can't stop this now on my own, we have to give all the information I can to have you guys. The missing notes. Or the missing pages. Where did I put those? For those at home, we haven't played in like a week, in like a month, so I am kind of off my game. Forget where everything is. So.
Missing pages, we can reveal the seal that we can use to heal.
For real.
Here we go. 1.
What's the deal?
Where's my meal?
That don't congeal. So the three things that you find. One is a torn page about the Great Calamity. And the missing piece information you find is it flared so brightly as it consumed the forest. It turned the burning trees into fuel, gaining power as it devoured them, and left naught but ashes in its wake. Regarding the calamity itself. You find 2 more things on elemental creatures, the first of which is ... slow such creatures down as it cools their molten exterior, eventually encasing them in a shell of hard earth and rendering them immobile. This is only temporary, however, and depending on the power of the creature, this immobilized state may last for 1 hour. Sounds like it is about cold damage against the fire elementals. And the other you find is also on elemental creatures. Some of the most powerful elementals have been reported to regenerate themselves completely if destroyed through conventional means. They do this through the vast reservoirs of aspected energy present in areas that have been infused with their elemental aura. Normally through extended exposure, the Elder Elemental. So this kind of confirms all the couple of things that the Oddwald was talking about. The aspect appears to be immortal. It consumes living forests for energy. It is weakened by cold damage, which may cause it to cool and become immobilized. So this is basically the blob. And earlier you had found in the past the aspect of fire was sealed away using a conjuration circle somewhere in the grove. And Oddwald seemingly knows where that was. So, next day comes along, you all have your, head to the Regurgitorium and have your breakfast.
Alright, I brought my own lunch, thanks. I'm brown bagging it today.
Oh, so did we!
Leftovers.
But you're
Listen, I'm on the Hit Point Press Discord server. I'm pretty sure developers are on there. I can suggest the Regurgitorium as an official part of Humblewood lore.
Let's
It
get
would
that.
give
I
a-
think.
It would give a new outlook on that sort of that movie scene where there's the trays and the lunch line. There's just that slop that gets plopped down onto it. It's just the lunch lady going.
I'd be happy if someone does official art of the cafeteria, and this in the back there's a room that is just labeled Regurgitorium, and that's it.
It can be in Humble Scratch, hard to read, so you don't know exactly what it is.
The ice cream regurgitate is always off.
Oh, it's always broken. Yeah.
Actually, it's frozen yogurt regurgitation.
Makes his own bacteria.
But you get your choice of topping.
Ugh.
You were pretty immediately summoned to the dean's office once again. Here we are. Upon arrival, you see that Oddwall is there again. It's been a day. He's got some sort of silver bangles affixed to his wrists. Come in, everyone. Be not alarmed of Oddwald here. Those bangles you see are magic suppressors. He will not be allowed to use such magic due to his aggressions. Oddwald has this kind of like dejected but understanding look to him.
Mm-hmm.
I have called you here because Oddwald will need to accompany you. I have received permission from the Birdfolk Council.
We know them.
They wish for you to essentially find an artifact that we have learned about going over what Oddwald has been researching and what you have researched. An item called the Borealis. Should be able to seal away the aspect's energies and, well, return it to dormancy. They expect you to be able to do this, being the defenders of Alderheart, and looking at them, the defenders of the Avium.
But you expect us to find the Borealis at this time of year? This time of night? This time of day? Oh, you beat me to. I beat me to it. Yes.
Can I see it?
No.
No. We don't have it, but you need to find it.
Help!
Whoa.
The grove is on fire. No.
Oh no, Father. What if I find my own
Borealis?
What if I find my own Borealis and disguise it as the actual artifact? Ooh, definitely. Smart of you, Oswald.
Looks out the window at the Regurgitorium.
Yeah, what? This is very similar to the Regurgitorium they have at. I don't know if we're.
Now we have to.
McFlorbles.
McFlorbles.
Now we have to title this episode Steamed Hams but Humblewood.
Steamed Humble Hams. Yeah. Yeah, watch it get 1 million views.
Steamed regurgitated hams.
Oh, God.
If I say Among Us, you can put that in the description as well.
Yeah. Hashtag amongst.
Continuing.
In Minecraft.
The Birdfolk Council has
Well,
given you permission to.
I'm from Elderheart, and I've never heard that expression.
Oh no! It's a Forgotten Realms expression.
It's a Tanglewood expression.
It's a Tanglewood expression.
I see. Okay,
Okay,
go on.
Actually,
Yeah.
continuing. They've given you permission to Oddwald to accompany you to locate this and help you locate it and, well, help you put an end to this aspect before it becomes even more of a problem. Should you accept this? Kind of looks on at you. Oddwald has made it essentially promise that he will not attempt to run from you, not attempt to escape, not attempt to do any sort of wild magics of any sort. And as unbelievable as you might find it, I do trust him at least that much. But there are safeguards in place, and if Oswald does attempt to flee, you are to apprehend him and deliver him to Alderheart. Is that right, Oswald? And kind of like nods and says yes. Just one thing, and he turns to your group. My name's Oswald, not Oswald.
Oh, I know.
Your name's whatever you choose it to be.
My name's Vim because those are the only 3 letters I know.
Fine.
Yeah, that checks out.
1 and M.
So I stepped away for like just a couple seconds before. Did he say the location of this artifact?
He knows where it is, or he'll be able to find it. It says here, but it's a coincidence that Oswald stumbled upon historical documents of it, and while he's not convinced it exists, or if the ritual would work, it's the only thing he can think of that will stop the aspect.
Well, if you trust him, then I trust him too.
Very well. Well, I would say the first thing to do is to take him to Alderheart as the first stop, and then check in with the guard there. They'll be waiting for information that that you've all arrived safely, and then you can set off from there to find the Borealis. Well, all I can say now is to wish you all good luck. And Oswald, you are an odd fellow. But you regurgitate a good ham. Okay, enough of that. wrong place.
Oh, spoiler.
Meant to go to the map. Boop. There we go. So you're all at the Avium, and it's going to take you just a few days to travel along the safe roads. You're basically going to just head to Alderheart to check in with the Perchwood. The Perch Guard there. I've forgotten all the fictional names of everything because it's been so long. The Perch Guard. Then you will be able to set off from there. He has somebody he can... I missed this. He has somebody he can meet in Alderheart to get the information he needs to head off to find the Borealis.
Is it an elderly clockmaker?
You'll have to ask him as you set off on the road.
Do you think we're gonna run into your family again?
Maybe. I don't know.
The roads seem clear of bandits and family members and family bandits.
No more families anywhere. The roads are quieter now that the Wildwood Brigade in operations.
There you go.
I say as random encounter starts.
Nope, that's just Oswald.
Oh, there it is. You're an Oswald fellow, Oswald.
I just, after a while of traveling, he kind of says, I just once again want to apologize for putting any of you in harm's way. It's in our names that we would be destined to solve this, and I kind of took that to heart.
This is above table, but didn't one of us have a similar vision?
I think some of you had dreams that weren't quite visions, but sort of,
Yeah, I think I had a dream at one point.
yeah.
I mean, I had that reading.
That's true, yes. You had that reading a while back. I forget the specifics of it, but I think it was basically like, ooh, something important is happening with you.
Now,
Like you're destined for this.
Very hot. Something was very hot.
Yes.
Now,
Just
is
hot,
it
hot,
possible, like, believe that this was a vision from, like, a deity?
Well, he begins to talk to you about that. He says, "Okay, well, let me explain the whole thing again. Starting from the way back, my
Since you
family
weren't paying
holds-
attention the first time.
My family holds a generations-old prophecy that an Ebonheart will be the one that finally heals the wood from the great calamity that birthed the Scorch Grove. For many years, I believed it would be me. But the more I learned, the less I knew about the fundamental nature of the problem. And then 6 months ago, I had that vision. Showed me the location of the seal in the Scorch Grove. Told me of the spells I might use to heal it. And I went to the conjuration circle in the grove, and I found it unusually active. As if it was already awakening. I panicked. I used the spells I knew to try and just cleanse the aspect's energy, and instead of calming it down, it flared up. The sigil just flared right up, and shortly thereafter, the fires began to spread. I have no idea who that voice was. Sounded very old and felt wise beyond the understanding of any mortal, but I was a damned fool.
This probably lines up with us learning about the Ashborough being destroyed, like fire starting to spread.
Somewhat, yeah.
Have you heard the voice since you visited the seal, or?
I don't think
Was
so.
it-
I've also just ignored it. Anything that would come in that would even be a tinkling of a what it could. Well, even if I think it could be some sort of divination message or anything, I just shrug it off and focused on trying to find a way to stop what I may very well have released. We need to find the Borealis. You need to find the Borealis. So let me tell you what I know about that. I, through a matter of luck, stumbled across an old legend mentioning the Borealis many, many years ago. But it was only since returning to the Avium that I managed to find a collection of notes claiming to be from the wizard who crafted it. Because of those notes, I concede that the item could have been created, possibly is probably real. If it was constructed, its power would not only be tremendous, but also, well, uniquely suited to counter the elemental energies of the aspect. Based on the research, I was theorizing a way to use it, along with the Conjuration Circle, to reseal the aspect, but I couldn't test it. Plus the uncertainty of the existence and of the Borealis itself, and I pushed it to the side. It was a plan B, a plan C. Pursued other avenues. I was working on the Cobblefrite, trying to copy an ability it has that could siphon someone's soul. I found some new documents, which increased my confidence in chances of actually using the Borealis successfully. But this is still not a surefire thing. Keep that in mind when we do this. It may not work. But it's all we have.
You'll have to try.
Maybe now you're not sneaking about trying to figure it out. If we get more people actually looking into it, we can find more out.
The Avium has taken my notes and pretty much put all of their free professors and scholars on the case. No need for the heroes of Alderheart to be stuck studying in the basement of a school.
Oh, I wasn't saying us. We're idiots.
Yes, well, that's why you're out here doing the actual heroics. Go ahead, Boom.
I honestly can't help but feel like we're just delaying a problem for future generations to deal with. If we're gonna lock this thing away again, is that really gonna stop it?
If there is a way to stop it, then the possibility of being able to do that is certainly outside of our reach.
Maybe that's all we can do is just delay it for who knows how long.
And if it's locked away, we could use that time to find a way to destroy it, if possible.
And we need
We
to
have
to assure that future generations won't have the same problem we're having.
Hopefully this time we don't forget about it.
Yeah, let's make sure
Cut
this
down a little bit.
lost artifact doesn't become lost again.
Well, once we get to Elderheart, I will find who I need to find, and they will help us on the next step of our journey.
Hey, do you think the cobble fright you made, was that as big as you can get it, or do you think you can get it bigger?
I mean, if we added more bones to it and more skeletons, could probably make it bigger.
How big?
Well, at some point the bones are going to collapse under its own weight. Probably no bigger than those oversized, fossilized elk.
Yeah. So we can't have them fight the aspect for us.
Unfortunately,
Always
no.
have a collaborative effort and have druids, make plant life support it, strengthen the bones.
It's a possibility, and maybe it's something we can look into.
Yeah, the druids won't be opposed to that at all. The affront against nature.
Well, it would be a balance between life and death, much like we need balance between fire and water, or ice in this case.
Part of me wants to just have the cobble fright following you, like half
They
a mile
forgot
back.
to lock it down, and it started following eventually. And it's just iron gianting through the forest.
Yeah. No, it's being protected. Rikki, I imagine you were like, no, this is my friend, and I'm not going to let you hurt him. He's such a good little boy.
Yes.
He's a good boy. He's such a
He
good
is
boy.
just baby.
Baby.
Fire
Go
gets
play
a bad
fetch.
reputation, but we need balance. And I'm gonna
He
give
deserves
him
respect.
a little pat.
He's at least 4 professors.
Vim has taught me anything. It's that fire has a place. So I just don't want to make another situation where we throw the rest of the world off balance by destroying or burying this thing again.
I agree with that.
You're saying that
If the situation wasn't urgent to stop this thing, then maybe we could have find a better way to deal with it that is good for the entire woods rather than just preventing it from burning down. Good for nature itself.
you're suggesting that
We don't have no luxury.
the aspect of fire reawakening is nature's way of trying to balance something out?
Exactly.
It's kind of extreme, don't you think?
Yeah, but flooding happens, storm happens, earthquake happens.
But
Humble
I
quake.
just think maybe the problem runs a little bit deeper than...
the destruction of the entire wood. I mean, we try to live in harmony with our home. I don't know why the earth would want to take it back.
Nature is fickle.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that we're living here now. We need to protect our home. So let's find this let's get to Elderheart, find this Borealis, and I can go back home and sit on my rocking chair, eat my lemon candies, teaching my kids how to punch stuff real good.
Maybe I could get a pardon.
Oh, you're going to jail.
I'm lucky.
You're going to prison? No.
Oh my god, Quilton.
You're never going to see the light of day again. This is done. He goes, well, this is your first step in making things right. I know you didn't unleash that thing on purpose. You were trying to help. And now you can help correct that.
Hopefully it'll balance out.
But don't you ever summon an elder god again, young man.
Try not to.
Oh.
Try not to.
No wood tendo for a week.
Oh, you have a wood tendo? Oh, I only had a wood boy. A wood tari.
Wood tari.
Eventually,
Oh man, I just had an
N
N60 Flora.
Good one. You
Pinecone Master
eventually
Race.
powered. Can your pinecone play Crisis? An actual pinecone can probably play Doom. You eventually get to Alderheart, back to the giant tree city, waiting for you as you have sent your statuettes, your bird statuette, forward to tell of the coming, your arrival with Oddwald in tow. You are met at the front gates, more or less, a little further back, or a little further outside of the city, by the Perch Guard. Accompanying them is Erindra, Perry's mother, and Riffin, the cute little itty bitty owl folk that helped save the day. And you fought the camp. We see you as they show up and wave you down. Riffin says, "Welcome, defenders of Alderheart. I'm glad that you've made the trip well. The prisoner has not done anything," and he kind of stops in his tracks as he looks over at Oddwald. Riffin, that is. Very confused, he kind of looks at his and says, "Oddwald? You're the prisoner?" Oddwald steps forward, kind of sheepishly says, Yeah, it's me.
Oh, wait a minute.
Have you been riffing? I haven't seen you in a while. What do the rest of you do?
Are you two of prior acquaintance?
Prior acquaintance, yes. We were, Riffin actually says this. We were once adventurers that traveled the Humblewood together. We were staying in Ashborough when the fires claimed it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We helped people evacuate during chaos. Building collapsed and injured me. And Oddwald steps forward and, I, was internally very distraught by the fact that I may have been the cause of my good friend's injury and his home burning down. I couldn't face it. But I am here to atone for that as best I can. Within, kind of... Well, no time for checkup then. No time for catching up with each other. We have work to do. Erindra goes over to Perry and says, I heard so many horrible things that happened to you at the Avium that you had to study And I
Oh,
know
yeah.
how books. Yeah, I know how books are with you. Not that. Not a. Not,
They had
Did
an
you-
amazing regurgitorium, though, I gotta say.
oh, I've heard. I've heard that's so good. I've been trying to get them to put one in here, but they say no. It'll scare the humble folk away. Ugh.
They don't know what they're missing.
Yeah, like a underground George underground restaurant for
You haven't got up to
patients.
the branches that much. There's probably lots of
Yeah.
like street food vendors that just regurgitate.
Oh no.
You said
This
you were.
is
They
canon
order
now,
it.
it's all canon.
They order it shaken, not stirred, so the vendor starts jumping up and down beforehand.
You said you were adventurers. Where's the rest of your party?
Who are you saying that to?
Griffin, Oddwald.
Well, we had other parties. They had all gone their separate ways. It was mostly just us two. Good friends once. Kind of, yeah, you kind of catch a glimmer of more sadness than disappointedness in his voice.
Or some parties just banned after a one-shot. Can't really help that.
By the way, I'm told that you need to get on with finding this weapon of some sort that could seal this away.
Oh yes, time is of the essence.
I will report that you have been here, and Oddwald will be under tow while he is within the city gates. Not under tow, but under watch. And he's kind of at a loss for words. He was not expecting this, and unexpectedly seeing him flustered and whatnot, he kind of bids you all adieu and heads on off. What would you like to do at the... Well, actually, would anybody like to do anything now that they are back in Alderheart?
Still just as poor as we left, so...
Yeah, we haven't obtained anything, so we can't stock up. Should we just do the usual round, check in the places and the people?
Well, once you're done, we should head over to... Or Oddwald is saying this. Once you're done, it's not take too long to head over to the... I think the trunk market is where she's at. I need to meet my old friend there, and maybe we can start putting this behind us. So, where would you like to go?
I think we can just follow up with that.
Straight up do that? Okay.
I mean, like I said, nothing's really changed since last time we were here.
Yeah. If nobody wants to check on anything. You head on over to the trunk market and looking around, is like, I had heard she had recently moved to Alderheart, and nice to see that she's put up shop.
Wait a minute. You don't mean
Susan the Hedge's tent. Or not tent, but shop. One of the best divination witches I have ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Oh, you know Susan. She put me in touch with Audrey.
I met. Do you think during your travels you would have talked about Audrey? Oh, no. I'm thinking of the bat. No, Audrey, is the augury spell.
Yeah.
He goes,
It's the agony aunt.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've figured out that the canonical reason is Vim saw in a flyer where people just ask, "Hey Audrey, would this be a good idea?" And it just sing instead of the whole spiel. There's just wheel or woe or wheel and woe below. It's a weekly flyer.
Susan looks up as you enter in and is like, "Oh, is it the Defenders of Alderheart and the Avium and the... Oh my, is that Oddwald Ebenhart in trouble with the law?" As she sees the bangles around his wrist. Yes, Susan, we're here for trying to put right the wrongs and stop the dangers, and I think you'd be able to help us the best. Well, if that's the case, she walks on around. How have you been? How have you been? Other than the nasty things you've been there. And they kind of catch up for a bit and go on. Tent's pretty much the same as how you left it. There's maybe a couple weird other odds and ends that now exist here that are just weird things that a witch divination wizard would have. Eye of Newt, Tail of Newt. Newt, just a jar that says Newt.
Well, they have a copy of the canceled Pixar movie Newt.
Oh, yes, actually.
Wow.
Entirely in her kitchen.
She plays it on her DV3 player.
Well, let's get this divination ritual started, shouldn't we? And heads over to the to her sort of area over here that has a pot, and you can move some things around and start mixing. The hedge witch circles her snail shell cauldron, picking handfuls of hanging herbs and small desiccated creatures from around her tent, and plopping them into the brew. Her beater familiar Normal assists with the task as it drops a shriveled tentacle into the cauldron. Susan chuckles. Starfish for visions clear as a midsummer's night. The witch begins to mutter an incantation over the brew, and then, satisfied with her work, she grabs a ladle and portions out a bit of the liquid, blowing it cool before taking a sip. As soon as she sips the concoction, her pupils dilate until her eyes turn black. Does anybody do anything?
Well, that's new.
I want
Is there
some.
any left?
I want some of what she's having.
Any good themes for this? Let's just see this one. After a few, you get up. Anybody goes up close to try and take a look at her to make sure that she's okay. Her eyes look to appear that they contain stars and constellations. And for a moment, Susan seems far away. And then her eyes return to normal, and Susan regains her senses. Oh my, what a vision, what a vision. Oh, there's so many possible futures, so many. Oh, it's hard to keep track, she says. She moves to a bookshelf behind her counter. She pulls a tome from the shelf and rifles through it. The Borealis wants to be united with the flames. She puts the book on the counter, spread out for you to look. It is barred behind a door of cinders, to which only the tenders have the key. To reach it, you must find this. And she pulls out something that she has had pressed in the pages. A dried leaf. I can find my handouts.
Found it. It's right there.
No, you need a fresh one. This one is old and its magic no longer retained. This is... Actually, I'm sorry, she doesn't pull out a thing, she has a picture of it. Apologize. It's an illustration of a plant that is anybody proficient with survival or nature?
Yes.
Okay. You would recognize it as a skyleaf, a type of leafy vine that grows around the taller trees in Humblewood. She explains, the vision showed a sprig of skyleaf, and that it would be the key to accessing the Borealis, and that the artifact still rests in the Humblewood. But, beyond this, I'm not too sure. Signs pointed to the tenders. Many are living in Alderheart. I would suggest you start there, talk to some of them. They might be able to put you on the path to where you need to go.
Well, we happen to know 2 tenders that are in town.
Good. I'd imagine they would be over in the HQ, the headquarters, up near, not too far from the main plaza.
Good place to start.
I do know that the skyleaf vines do grow in a part of the forest northwest of here.
So we're saying,
Maybe
like,
three
this
hours of travel, but
where this leaf grows, that's where the artifact would be, or we need a leaf
it's
to.
possibly the key to the artifact.
Okay.
I would suggest you talk to them, see if they can point you to the next step, and then make your way to find the fig leaf. The sky leaf, not the fig leaf. And then, well, see if you can find the Borealis. Does anybody need any potions or anything before they head on off?
No, we're broke.
Last
Well, when you're
adventure,
not broke, come in and visit.
that last adventure was very non-profitable.
Well, you went to a school. Tuition costs a lot of money.
Yeah, and we lost money. We had to pay for books, and we didn't even take any classes.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you get any. Oh, actually, you do. I did skip over a little bit. You learn a couple. You learn a couple things from the avium. So let's back up for the avium. You find a teleportation circle, a teleportation circle, permanent teleportation circle within the college, as well as a amulet emblazoned with the avium's crest, which allows you faculty level access to campus resources. So if you are able to teleport whenever, however, you can use that to head back to the avium. You also find... So you're able to come back to study, you want to look for information in the libraries, you can. If you want to teach a class, it also tells you that. But you also find 2 potions of fire resistance, or he gives you 2 potions of fire resistance, and a ring of spell storing.
Ooh, those are nice.
Which contains the spell Stellar Bodies at 5th level.
So in our inventory, we do have 2 fire-resistant potions, but this is 2 additional ones.
Correct. Those ones you bought from Susan before you head out.
So we have.
You never used them.
So we have 4. We can all chum one.
They don't last forever.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. So go ahead and add that there. But you also do have the Ring of Spell Soaring with the Stellar Body spell, which I think is unique to Humblewood.
I'm sorry, what was it called?
Stellar Bodies. I put it in the game chat. It's kind of like the what's the spell where the stars kind of like the motes fly around your head and you can shoot them at somebody?
Oh, that's already in the ring. Okay.
Yeah, this one is already in the ring, so it's similar to that spell, but you guys can look that up.
Yeah, it's like you get less of them, but they blind people.
But hey, got in there for free. So, you all can decide who wants to take that item. Excuse me.
Hold on, I'm looking
You can do that now.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Okay, well, let's take a quick break as you figure that out, because I got through all the rough exposition of setting you up for the next thing that I was having trouble there trying to catch myself, and I apologize for that. But we're now back on track with what needs to be with where you're going.
Do you have to be so a spell that's in the Ring of Spell Storing? Do you have to be able to cast it?
I don't believe so.
Yourself?
You just have the spell stored in there as a free use. Looking up the actual item itself.
So it's available to any of us.
Any creature can cast the spell of whatever's into. Oh, they can cast into the ring at no cost. While wearing the ring, you can cast any spell stored in it. Yeah, so you don't need to. You just need to attune to the ring. Water.
Oh, okay, so someone hits you, they take radiant damage, and then you can use it to shoot these little stars at people. Potentially blind them.
Look like when you just mash two assets together in a game. It's just like,
Yeah.
here is where I copy and pasted the cubicle.
Back to Alderheart.
Last time, at Alderheart.
Meanwhile, at the Alderheart HQ, you guys
I
want
love
to head
this
to
group
the.
so much.
You guys are great. You guys want to head to the Tender HQ and not just head on out to the.
Yeah, the chicken.
Correct?
Yeah, the chicken. Chicken tender HQ.
Chicken tenders.
Yeah, we need to march into there and start shouting, Tevor!
You arrive to see. Nope, that is the wrong thing.
Yeah, where's this? Where's this place?
There you go. You head to the, and this is just fantasy art I found that looked kind of nice. As a small storm begins to rain down on the city itself, you head up to the upper plaza area of the Alderheart and make your way to the HQ of the Tenders.
Watch out, there's lots of pipes falling.
The rain puts out all the fires.
I'm sorry, it's actually in the tree trunk. So we'll just say this is sort of on the edge of the trunk, and there's still like probably near the hollows where it's still exposed to light and rain is coming in, or maybe stuff's dripping down from the cavernous sort of areas within the trunk. Either way, it feels like a nice summer rain. And what do you all do?
Tevor!
We know you're in there, Trevor. Where's our money?
You, as you're heading up there, just shouting that out before you even head up to the door, and then after a little bit...
Oh, trust us, we're good friends, Trevor!
Pops their head out, and it is Tevor, and he says, I keep telling you, it's Tevor, not Trevor.
Sorry, all of your...
Except for that second R, just one R.
All of your names are slightly different than what you expect them to be.
Get down here, it's important. We're looking for the boring ass.
You boring,
Well, that
boring
does
Alice.
sound important. That does sound important. Here, why don't you come on in? I don't want to go out in the rain. It's all raining, so he's gone down.
Looks like we found him.
He's already closed the window when you said that, and you look back up, and it's just, oh, it scared him away. Oh, no. He comes on down and beckons you into the HQ, and it's a nice sort of, I think like if you did have this sort of office building that's in this sort of rustic country kind of feel to it. It's very in tune with nature, even though that it is a structure that is, crafted.
Spider plants everywhere.
There's lots of plants everywhere, not just the spider plants. Druids picking things and everything out. Eventually, Tevor heads into a sort of a side area that you can all talk to, and Havel is there as well and joins you. Well, let's see. I heard you were at the Avium. It is nice to see you all again. What can I help you with? What can the humble tenders help the defenders of Alderheart with? Something about a boring ass?
Yeah, that. We need the sky plants.
Okay. Looks over at the rest of you. Can somebody please tell me what he means?
I forgot what the plant's name is.
I think they're sky leaves.
Sky leaves.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember because I have proficiency in survival, so.
Where's Skylar? Skylar, come out to play.
Mom said she could come out to play.
Oh, you're pretty much Oh, you need it for the Borealis.
Yeah.
I know this.
Yeah, we heard that these sky leaves were the key to finding the Borealis. And we think that this artifact can be used to recapture the aspect of fire, put an end to all this destruction. And we think...
Yeah, that's it. That's what I said. It's important.
There's lots of bit ancient of a text that has since become somewhat legend, but what we understand about the Borealis is that the story tells of a wizard who stole a piece of a powerful spirit of winter, and they thought they could control its icy power by containing it within the staff, the Borealis. But instead it froze time itself. Left to itself, the newly made artifact kept freezing the land around it, and the tales say that the old tenders felt this imbalance in the wood. When they found the Borealis, they had the artifact sealed away by tender elders using a sprig of skyleaf, which remains hardy even through winter. Havel
Is
pops
Oddwald
in.
still with us?
We'll say that Oddwald is being. You've left him with some city watch. Just didn't want to bring him up to the upper area of the tree. So he's you know where to find him, but he's not with you.
Just look to the rest of the group. It's like,
Man, wizards really keep messing things up.
I know. Maybe this whole thing's our fault. Well,
Well,
their
we're not
fault.
wizards.
So you're saying that they thought that they could have this great power and it threw the balance of everything off. Maybe that's what's upsetting the fire aspect.
It could be that
Yes, perhaps.
the mere presence of this artifact could just reawakening the aspect of fire. Trying to balance things out. Do you know do you know the location of this of where the wizard put this staff?
Havel comes in and pipes up and says, well, interestingly enough, when I first read it, I thought the story was just a parable about the dangers of trying to enslave the powers of living elementals. So you two, Vim and Rikki, are probably not too far off, but I don't know, maybe there's a spark of truth to it. At least the original story. Either way, the Borealis does exist. We can help you however we can. Sever continues. I recall a story from my mentor of late. It was the tale of a fate of an elder who wished to become a tender timekeeper and was decided by delivering an unburned skyleaf sprig to a frog-shaped rock in the southwest of the Scorched Grove. So perhaps that's what you need to find once you get to the skyleaf. Look in the southwest area of it, and frog-shaped rock should be pretty easy to find, I would think.
So this winter artifact is being held near the giant fiery Scorched Grove?
Oh, perhaps underground.
Huh.
Protected by the magics, it was sealed away. Coming in through the door. Sealed away by elders of the past. Very strong magic. You recognize this as the... Vim, you saw this person somewhat sternly talking with Old Father last time you were all in
Meadowfen.
the original town, which I forget off the top of my head.
Meadowfen.
Meadowfen, thank you. Hello, young Vim. It's been a bit. I've heard you've been growing and kind of stops for a bit.
Hi, you're great for his friend.
Yes, I've known him for a while, and when he was once one of us, before finding you. I'm surprised, well, I'm not too surprised he's not talked about me before.
He might have.
I've heard... Yes, he mentioned that you don't have a ear for the teachings. How is your growth of your, fire abilities, if I may ask?
Oh,
He like brightens up. He's like, "Wait, can I show you?"
Well, within reason, we are inside.
Slaughter, come here.
Everybody in the room at the word slaughter come here turns and looks at you. And poof, he appears.
And as they do, pop.
Yes, when I said within reason. Not quite what I expected, but does take a bit to tame the wild beast and to tame the fire.
Yeah, we can also do this, and we'll teleport like into an empty space.
Yeah, everybody around you then takes like 5 points of fire damage.
We'll be stood away from them.
And they're all civilians, so they all die.
They all, no, okay, maybe that's enough. I've got it, and they will quickly use some prestidigitation type magic and druidcraft to put the fires out. No harm done. No harm done. No sprinklers go off or anything like that. Well, okay, maybe another time. That's certainly a good demonstration now. I'll have to visit you again in Meadowfen and talk to Old Father about... is it Old Father or Great Father?
Great Father.
Great Father. Well, sometimes I call him Old Father. He hates that. But Great Father, he will,
I remember that.
maybe he'll listen. Yes. Tell him that you visited us in the Tenders HQ headquarters. In either case, if you are searching for the frog statue, I can all but confirm that it does exist. I've never been there myself, but this is things that have been passed down for generations, so it may. Necessarily next of kin, but the next set of tenders as we've gone on. I don't know much about the Borealis, but we don't go trying to find it. Very powerful. Sealed away for a reason. He's telling this to the rest of you, to all of you.
Might be the only way to defeat the aspect. So, wonder why a frog statue? It seems a little low random, if you ask me.
Well, they just needed something unique that they could go back and find. Why are you going to find a frog in the middle of the woods? Is that
like a parable or I don't know.
The legend
Maybe
of the frog.
Yeah.
Maybe they petrified an actual frog. Who knows?
That's just mean.
Yeah, but the frog doesn't know it. He's been asleep this whole time. If he's petrified.
We go find the frog statue and break the petrification. That's the introduction of the frog people to Humblewood.
I'm now off to... my people need me. I'm now off to repopulate my race, my species. But with that, they've pretty much given you information of where to find... You now have information of where to find the Skyleaf and where to find the sealed aspect... Or the sealed Borealis. So, what would you like to do?
Let's waste no time, I think.
Maybe check in at the back at the inn. See if any mails come or anything while we were gone.
Any male.
Female too.
Were you forwarding your mail to the tavern?
It just says forward to fire, and that's the only place he thinks he could find it.
Wants to see the giant fire orb one last time.
Yeah, you head on over there excitedly, and the fire is going, but you do see that it does have mail, as Montag, still sitting by the fire, staring at it, same seat. Have no idea if he's even moved, and he turns and sees you at the doorway. Oh, welcome, young one. I haven't seen you in a good while. You've been missing the fire, the crackling, the warmth, the heat, everything.
Just do that under the roof.
Oh, is this guy, guys, trying to engage?
I seriously thought this is the first time I saw a big picture of him. I thought he was in a straight jacket.
Me
Same.
too. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe too.
He's straight up just staring unblinking right at them. Did you want to enjoy the fire next to me? I enjoyed it alone. It's been, well, soothing.
As much as I really enjoy that, like I would really enjoy that. Like I'm thinking about doing that right. No, we really gotta go. I this is just a passing. Hey, is that for me?
You head on out, and it's like, just leave. You just leave through the front door.
You said that was male, right?
He's the male.
Oh.
He's a male rat.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the DM being a pun.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ah.
That's
Mark will be here all week, everyone.
All week.
that's the joke.
And you can tell he's a male rat because they have huge. Anyway.
Huge love of fire. Oh, I think they're going to about to. It's 6:02. They're going to add another log to the fire. They did it at 6:04 yesterday, and it threw me off. And I've had to adjust since then.
Halfway through leaving, it's like,
Wait, hang on. They're messing with the sketch. Okay, guys, the standards are slipping. I need to make sure that they know what they're doing here. Hang on.
6 o'clock on the dot.
You can't mess around with this, okay? Fire doesn't just light itself.
Lyra just stares at you and be like, yeah, we accidentally dropped the log off the stairs yesterday, and it took an extra minute or two to go find it, so don't worry, we'll be back to schedule when you come back.
It's fire saving time.
just give her the the I'm looking at you 2 fingers. Like,
You pass by Montauk on the way, and he gives you an affirming nod. Blinks out of sync, left eye, right eye.
gives him the nod, takes a couple steps, and then you see that the full body shudder of. Get back to everyone.
Just something's not right. This shouldn't like fire that much.
Even you're like, that's a little bit too far.
I like fire, but I don't like fire.
Is that how people see me?
If I ever get like that guy, guys, you need to give me an intervention.
Throw me off the side of the tree. As you are able to, if there's nothing else you wish to do in the city, you can head on out. It's only about a 3-hour travel.
If there's nothing the city wants to do to us, then
Yeah.
All right. You head on out. It takes you. It's pretty uneventful.
It's like that episode of The Simpsons when Homer's leaving New York City. It's like, good riddance, Outerheart.
I'm assuming the even though we haven't checked in with them, I'm assuming the council don't need to catch up with us. They haven't they're back.
Yeah, they already gave the permission to do this stuff, and so you head on out with Oddwald to where you need to go get this.
We head back out again just as was it Brenna gets back down to the market like, where'd he go? I heard he was back and he's got my sword still.
Yeah. No, gotta go. I'll give it back when I get back. Bye.
Anyway, you head on out. It's about a 3-hour travel. You with Oddwald in tow. You arrive to see a sparse burned forest. Ashes litter the branches and cover the forest floor in a thick carpet. To the north, a swath of charred trees is visible in the distance. Unmistakably, the work of the Aspect. It looks like the Aspect has been able to push even closer to Alderheart.
Oh, It's a forest of ash trees.
You now need to search for the particular tree that you were looking for. So, anybody who wishes to do this can make a a survival or nature check.
Well, I will definitely chip in with some survival.
+5 to it.
+5.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Oh.
18.
What's giving you the +5? You're not Canis.
I don't know, must be... That's some sort of bonus.
Eh. Is it just you, or is it other people? Oh, I see what you're saying. You get a +5 to that. Okay, not everybody gets a +5. Just Quilton.
Oh yeah. I'm saying I have a +5.
Yeah.
I don't have a nature aura around me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Most of you, not most, but Quilton and Rikki are able to kind of like put their heads together and make their way through what they've learned about the stuff. They're able to find what they need.
Can I retroactively do one thing?
What would you like to do?
It's back at the school. I want to... Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I want to...
Remember we were back in the school and I did this thing?
Yeah. Yeah, good thing I did this. I want to go back to that beach biome again and collect more of that water. And you don't have to give me any bonuses for it, but I just want to have like a fresh source of water to use for my water attacks.
Okay.
Oh, you beach.
So, that was a good thing I remembered that, and I pat my pouch. Yep, okay, continue on.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll just find a fountain in an outer heart. A
It's
river.
easy enough to find foraging for water. You're survivalists, you all know how to do that.
That's special water.
But you eventually do find the tree.
Salt water.
Is it like to climb it to go get this big strigly? There's only a couple growing on the top of the tree.
Does it look as delicious as the tree stars in Land Before Time?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm gonna say yes.
Can I do that gust? The thing where I push myself up and.
You want to do the little flat? Okay, yeah, I can do that. We can do that. So Perry's gonna be jumping up to do it.
Up periscope.
That's good.
I can use the nest charm to get up high. We can all collect.
Okay. With that, so Perry is there, and then everybody else is pretty much around the thing. I'm going to say that Oddwald is not with you, right? No, Oddwald is with you, because you're going to head right to the Borealis after this. So when you're doing that, you can pretty much get on up easily enough with your ability to jump up the high and pick stuff. But as you're up there, Perry, give me a perception check.
Oh, not my best.
Get soot in your eyes.
Yeah, I definitely do.
You see nothing. Now, please roll me a 1d6 or a 1d3.
1d6?
Yeah, just was divided by 2. Alright. Quilton, as you are watching Perry, and Perry's like, wow, I can see my house from up here. Oh, wait, no, I can't. You are caught a bit unawares. The one person with a possible lookout completely misses this, but does a 16 hit you, Quilton?
Does not.
Actually, make that an 18 because you don't know it's coming. Does an 18 hit you?
It
That
does.
misses.
It's...
You're going to immediately take 10 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled as an ash snake pops out of the ash right
Here we
next
go
to you
again.
and attacks you.
Oh.
If I knew I had good creepy music on here, I would have jumped over to this. But everybody can put your. Actually, I'll put you guys on the map, and then we can clickety clackety roll for attackety.
So there's a
All
place
this
where
shoddy roll.
the sky leaf is like a green spot amongst all the burned areas.
A little bit. It is an everlasting sort of area or tree. Perry, you are in the tree, and Rikki, you're probably near Vim. Okay, everybody can roll initiative, please.
Now I roll high.
Another one of these things.
Quilton, you are grappled. Yep.
What's the
And
ordering
with
on
that-
the multiple 21s there?
So you guys can choose who wants to go first. What is everybody's dexterity? Vim, what's your dexterity?
Dex
Modifier.
mod is
Modifier.
+1.
+1. Perry, what's your modifier?
3.
So Perry's up first. I'm gonna say the Ash Snake gets the go before you, Vim, because
So,
we saw that
offering-
coming. So.
Rikki, Quilton, would either of you like that 21?
Honestly, if Quilton probably has a high dexterity modifier,
Yeah.
so he would go above the Ash Snake.
Do you think you might
I
try
wa-
to get out of it before
I-
it gets
I-
to do anything?
Yeah, I could try to Does my elemental thing push people back? I think.
I'll trade my 21 with Quilton's 5 and be like, Quilton, watch out!
Okay.
As he's being held.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a snake right around you.
Mantis, look out.
All right, let's get this going. All right, Perry, you're up first.
Let's start off the cloud of daggers.
Ooh, okay.
It slices, it dices.
But away from Quilton.
Yeah. It's a was it a 5-foot square?
Yes,
It op-
5 foot
it op-
cube.
Yeah, it
Cute,
occupies a
cute.
tile, so
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess you just treat it as a single hex in this mode.
There we go, cloud daggers. This on the layer or ground. There we go. It's right there. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe it takes damage when you do it. Does it need to make a save at all?
Does not.
I'm reading out. No.
That's like a wall of fire. It just immediately gets the takes damage. So it takes
So it specifically says each creature in the area takes 4d4 slashing damage. A creature also takes it if it enters it,
ends its turn.
ends its turn,
ends-
or if the
ends-
cube moves into its space. So I guess
Gotcha.
putting it there, it immediately goes zzz, and then
Yep.
if it stays there, zzz,
Exactly. Okay. I closed the initiative thing. All right. Anything else, Perry?
I want to
break free.
Break
Who's
free.
break
Oh,
free.
jeez.
Yeah.
Both thought of that.
Mantle of Inspiration to Quilton.
All right.
What does that do?
Well, I guess choose up to 3 creatures.
Yeah, you might as well target.
Yeah, might as well get everybody. Each of those creatures gains temporary HP equal to 2 times the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die, and then can use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Nice. Okay, go ahead and roll the die.
Let me... Oops,
Aw.
sorry, I did it twice.
I'll be nice and give
Didn't
you the
mean to.
second one. Everybody gets two temp HP.
Well, it's 2 times, so.
All right, yeah. Okay, we'll take the first one. Everybody gets 2 HP. I forgot. You got that six that last time. Okay. Any movement? You're gonna just stay in the tree.
I'm pretty high above it, right?
Yeah. You're
I
up
got it, it's
probably at
reach.
least 10 feet, maybe even more.
Something so squash banana. Okay, yeah, I'll just stay here.
Okay. Quilton, you are up as the snake is trying to start to constrict you. What do you do?
I would move away from Rikki because I remember this guy having like a burrow and burst thing, so I don't want to be crowded.
It's not. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, everybody has some movement if they wanted to use it, other than Quilton.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Quilton. What would you like to do?
Right, I'm gonna have the water that I stored in my water bedding pouch kind of swirl around me. I'll activate my elemental attunement for cold damage.
Okay.
And I'll do my 2 attacks and attempt to push it backwards as I do.
Okay. First attack.
First attack. Where's my thing? Here it is. Come on, Creamsicle. 20.
That'll hit.
4 cold damage, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
6.
6. That is a fail. It is pushed 10 feet backwards.
Okay. You are no longer grappled.
Alright. And as it's being pushed back, so I'll do another, I got 2 attacks now. I'll do another attack at range.
Okay.
Arm strike.
You want to try and grapple it so it, can't move from the...
I'm pretty sure
Actually, it's too big for you. It's 2 sizes bigger than you. Yeah. 23 will hit, though.
You're hit.
We can fix that.
Just give me a round. Ooh, nice. 10 cold damage.
As you look at the cold damage on each of those, it just sizzles and steams up as it's boiling away. It's definitely the ember sort of scales of the ash snake sizzle a bit and darken. I think that really kind of hurt it.
Yeah, I see everyone spreading, so I'm gonna spread around.
The ash snake is gonna make a choice. He didn't like that. He's gonna go to the first thing he can see that is not Quilton, and will go over to Rikki. Rikki, does an 8 hit? Probably not.
It does not.
Does an 11 hit?
11 does. Let me check. I don't think so. No.
Doubt it.
Let me double check. Huh. Let me see.
No. It dives into the ash and then comes up, and Rikki, you're sort of preparing for this. As Vim's like, wait, it can dive through the ash! And you kind of like brace yourself in such a way it pops out, and it tries to bite you, and it just gets your armor and doesn't like pierce it or anything like that. And then it tries to, instead of being able to wrap around you, you sort of dodge out of its way, step over its sort of entangling body as it just can't get a hold of you. Rikki, you are now up.
Okay, I'm gonna do my dire panda.
Big problem.
Gonna become a big problem, hopefully.
Enlarging?
Yeah, Giant's Might. And then, I get 3 uses of that, hey.
Okay.
And then I'm
You are
gonna
enlarged and in charged.
punch it and attempt to grapple it.
All right.
Does a 9 hit?
I think that was a attack. That was a damage roll. You need to roll an attack roll.
Oh wait! Oh my god!
No, that
was an attack roll.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
1d10. Unfortunately, a 9 does not hit.
I saw
Okay, I get 2 attacks now, so I'm gonna attack again.
I saw the
22
D8.
will hit.
I saw the D8 there, and I thought that was the damage.
Oh, right. Wait a sec. This is grappling, so.
Well, no, because I automatically grapple if I
Oh,
connect
right.
unarmed.
Right. So
You
yeah,
get to do
you
both.
do that. Go ahead and do your damage.
Big damage.
Does grappling have to be the same size or lower?
Usually one size higher.
Yeah, I think so. No, not that I'm complaining.
It's also snake. I'll give it her because you can just easily grapple part of its body.
No matter what, you're choking it.
See how the
Right,
snake likes it.
Is it grappled automatically, or does it need to make a save?
Oh, I think it has to make the save.
Okay.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it does.
It's basically you get to do both at once with that feature.
Yeah.
Where you,
Punch and
Yeah,
grab.
so-
On your turn, when you hit a creature with unarmed strike, you can both damage and grapple. You can use this benefit only once per turn. So if it normally get to try to fight free, yeah, it's just a normal grapple.
Okay. So with that, grapple. Oh yeah, it's under unarmed strike now. So it needs to now make a target must see a strength or dexterity saving throw. What is your strength modifier and proficiency bonus? So what would the DC be against the grapple, actually?
Strength modifier is 4, and proficiency bonus is 3.
Do you get any bonuses from strength while you are bigger?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't think I do.
Okay. It fails with an 11, so it is successfully grappled by Rikki. Rikki, smash! All right. I assume you don't want to move unless you want to.
No, it's too big. Otherwise, I could move it back into the thing, but it has to be
Yeah.
my size or smaller to move it.
Okay. Vim,
Go,
you're
Rikki,
up.
choke the fire snake. Let's see. Vim's going to try and let's see. Skirt over here a little bit.
Okay.
So thematically crouching behind some loose boulder. And he's gonna sort of pull the heat away from one hand, so it looks like he's preparing a fireball, but he's pulling the heat away from one hand. And when it's left with this cold sort of ball of cold air, and he's gonna throw an ice knife.
Water ball, an ice knife. Okay.
Let's see. No, not that level. There we go. Ah, 10.
And does not hit, unfortunately.
Well, hit or miss with ice knife. The target. It says each creature within 5 feet of it, but I don't think that makes like targeting a big creature suddenly have a massive AOE.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for this one that you're targeting like one end of it.
I think what
so
it
Rikki
means is of the
Plus you
the
didn't-
tile I'm targeting.
Yeah. Well, usually, yeah. It's fair to interpret it like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna make you do AOE damage to Rikki. You're specifically trying to hit it in the distance. And maybe
Otherwise,
that's why
you could
did.
otherwise you could target like the biggest guy in an army and hurt multiple guys around it.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead and roll your extra d6s, Rikki, while Vim's figuring out what to do next.
Oh no, it's just one extra d6. I missed that part. I totally never noticed that.
Oh, go ahead and roll
Once
it.
your turn, whenever you're giant. Ooh, big damage.
How do you want to?
I rolled minimum on both.
But yeah, DC 14 Dex save from the snack.
Weak.
Oh, you mean for... Wait, what?
So, Ice Knife, it's got 2 elements. It's got the direct target hit.
Yeah.
Hit or miss on that, it then does a cold burst.
Oh, even hitting itself. Okay, I gotcha.
So the target and each creature must make a dexterity save.
11. And that's the part
that-
that's far enough away from Rikki that she doesn't need to do it. So 11 would probably fail.
So in that case, 3d6 cold damage.
Ooh. How do you want to do this?
Whoa!
Oh, no, wait, I tripled it for some reason. It's not quite there yet. It's barely holding on. Sorry.
I would like to do this. Doesn't happen.
No.
It's good to want things.
Yeah, though I do imagine it's sort of suddenly like almost statuesque for a moment, and then cracks apart a bit, gets a little bit more movement back. It
kind of like you flash frozen something, and little pieces are just like rippling off of it, and as it's trying to heat back up. Okay, anything else, Ben?
No, we'll keep it there.
Oddwald is going to climb the tree because he doesn't have magic. He's prevented from doing magic, so he's going to climb the tree and take the dodge action. He's saying, "Yes, this is why I leave the adventuring to adventurers." Perry, you're up.
I thought you were an adventurer.
I'm a scholar.
Can't you do the wing thing like Perry does?
The bangles are very high,
Oh.
heavy. Perry, you're up.
Is it an action to move the cloud of daggers, or is it?
It is an
It's
action.
either an action or a bonus action.
It's a magic action. So yeah, it's an action.
Magic actions, yeah. Would you like to
Okay.
do that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. This is that effect is animated. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
Little square. Okay, and go ahead. It needs to make another saving throw, or did it also
Nope,
just
no
take
saving throw.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
It just
Be very
did.
surprised if it's a. How do you want to do this?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Make something cool.
Okay, yeah, you bring it over and
trust you.
you shout to Rikki. It's like, Rikki, alley oop, and you bring the sizzling whirlwind of daggers, and it picks up some of the ice shards. And Rikki sees this coming, and she basically just suplexes it into the cloud of daggers, so she doesn't get hit by it. And it just like tears the rest of this thing apart. So everybody helped kill this except Quilton. In that final
Kaboom!
thing.
I think you got the point.
We are out of combat.
Remember when we
Now,
struggled
last time we
with?
fought one of those, there was a bunch of them showed up.
Yeah,
Does it feel like there's a bunch of them?
It does not. You take a moment, gather yourselves, and wait, and no others come around, so you are good.
Remember when we struggled with that the first time? One level ago?
You know, before you had ice powers and 2 extra levels. Well, if we are done here, I think we got the Skyleaf.
Yeah, let's go before more show up.
What were you saying, Rikki?
Oh, I was gonna say, before I shrink down, am I tall enough to reach a skyleaf?
Now they're at the very tippy top.
Bend the tree. Do that thing where you bend the tree down.
You pull the tree down, and then your thing wears off, and you get like slingshotted a bit up into the air.
Has anyone seen The Wild Robot?
Yes.
Not.
There is a scene where a tree does that, and there's a bunch of raccoons that get slingshotted.
I'm gonna take a couple leaves and then glide down.
Okay, you got enough to do what you need.
Are
You guys
there
can continue on.
any?
In case we eat one of them on the way there.
Are there
Do a
either
nice-
any seeds or saplings of this tree?
Make a investigation check.
I was hoping survival, but we will go with
You're
investigation.
looking Yeah,
Fair.
you're not trying to identify. You are trying to look something. 16. I'm going to say with you all worried about more ash snakes coming up and looking around. You don't have time to really dig through the ashes to find more. To look for any specifics. So you don't find any.
Darn.
Good idea though.
Gosh and darn.
Well, if that's the case, can we go wherever you need to say? Find that you said the frog stone of some sort.
Frogstone.
All right, let's go. Oddwald kind of like slides down, lands on his bum, and then dusts himself off, and is just ready to get the hell out of there. I feel very naked without my magic.
Let's go.
Why are we
Take
keeping
some
this magic from him? He proved more useful with it.
Well, I mean, I don't think they would trust me if I didn't come back with these bangles on, and I did make that cobble fright and release the aspect of fire. Plus, if you have a key, if you don't have a key, this is going to be very hard to take off anyway.
And you were turning all the teachers into skeletons?
No. Those were former teachers that volunteered to be skeletons, and I just took the ones that didn't and tried to do more things with it. Look, I know I messed up. You don't have to keep bringing it up.
Who's actually keeping track on if you've been wearing those the whole time?
I think they've got like a magical sensor on them. Plus, I can't get them off. They're magically sealed.
It's like an ankle bracelet. If you tamper with it, cops are going to come.
Yeah, probably.
See, now we know if we ever in a bad fight, we just force one of them off, and then an entire
Backup.
battalion will show up.
That can work. It takes about a day to travel through the next area, so everybody can pretty much take a short rest if they wish. Or the rest of the day, I should say. To travel through. So you can take a short rest.
I'll do it just in case it does something.
Just in case.
That
That's a good roll for
10 hit points go away, I imagine.
They go away at a long rest or when you replace them.
Okay, that's wild.
So you still have them, yeah.
I found out if I don't have any focus points left, I can get one back and get temporary hit points.
Yeah, nifty monk stuff.
Yeah. Monks are so cool. I love them so much.
You head on through. It takes you a couple hours to get to where you need to go, and a little bit of searching. You eventually do find what appears to be a stone made of frog. As soon as you and your companions arrive, as soon as you and your companions arrive at the frog-shaped rock formation, the ground begins to quake. 5 pedestals emerge from the ashes.
Said it.
Rising up like it's the shrines in Zelda. Each one at a cardinal point around a flat disc that rises in their center. The 5th stands in the middle of the disc. One of the 4 pedestals is broken. The one to the north.
Fire burns. Wind blows.
It was like Lilu Dallas multipass. Big bada boom.
Big
yeah.
boom.
What would you all like to do?
I thought the leaf was supposed to have a center. This looks like some kind of puzzle.
Well, it wouldn't just make it a key. You could just break the lock. Of course, they'd make it a little more difficult.
Maybe we rub it all over it.
No.
Can I investigate the pedestals? See if there is anything?
Sure. Which pedestal would you like to go to?
Let's go to the one on the right-hand side.
You head over there. This has a distinctive carving and motif on it. It has a domed receptacle which opens like the mouth at the top of it. Let's see this. Yes, this motif. Give me a nature check. Yeah, I would say that this seems to have carvings of gusting winds and blowing leaves.
I fucking knew it. I'm sorry, Heckin. Gosh golly. Jeez. Bleep me out. Bleep me out.
I heckin' knew it.
Mhm. There you go.
Would you like to do?
Blow on it. Wait, was this wind or was this water?
This gusting winds and blowing leaves. You blow on it, nothing happens.
They all have wind
Worth a
on
shot.
it. Yeah, let's look at the other one. See, it might be a pattern here. Let's check the other one. See if there's other elements on them.
Which one do you go to, Quilton?
I'm gonna look at the broken one.
All right. This one doesn't seem to you. It's a little hard to make out the carvings. Upon closer examination, go ahead and give me a nature check.
$17.
More than enough. Looks like this has worn geometric motifs, depicting fallen trees on fractured ground.
Earth.
You have earth, wind. Rikki wants to look at the one in the south, and Vim to the west. Alright, we'll do Rikki first. Go ahead and make a nature check. Actually, both of you make nature checks. Rikki and Vim.
I want to see if I can, like, fix the pedestal, too, or does it seem, like, broken beyond repair?
It's more than just a slab
Look
taken
at
off.
that.
It's a chip.
Rolling.
Natural 20. And yet you still get less than Vim. The one to the south has flames and smoke plumes, and the one to the west has waves and rain clouds.
This one's Vim's.
Can we switch? I like hers better. No fair. No fair.
All of them have receptacles at the top that are very similar. The one, Quilton, yours is sort of broken and on the ground next to the pedestal.
So when I said, can I try to fix it, he said it was...
It's not quite a slab, so you can't really like put it on top of it, and it's lots of different pieces that have sort of sheared off. So it shall remain crumbled.
Unless I cast
But the
mend
receptacle
on
is
it.
still intact.
The receptacles are all intact.
Well,
What about this middle one? Or is that where the frog statue is?
Frog statue is up to your top. The middle has a different
Oh, I didn't even see it there. Okay.
thing. Yeah. The middle has a different pedestal.
What's that one look like?
You gonna head over to it?
Yeah, Mark.
Okay.
And which
great.
of us
Just
is
make
gonna
sure
have
where
to
I
kiss
just
in the
want to
middle?
know. Yeah, I just want to know where you're standing when the fireball goes off. It's very important. The center pedestal has no motifs or carvings, or a receptacle. But it does look like it has some inscriptions of language. What languages do you speak or can read, Quilton?
Birdfolk is the common, so Birdfolk,
Yeah.
Servant, and Hedge.
You are unfamiliar with what these are, at least by just a glance.
Oh.
Yep. Good.
Never mind. I have tongues, not the one that.
You have tongues, not touch.
Yeah.
They comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages. Yeah. Never mind. I take back what I said.
Oh, what languages do you speak and read? Just read.
Aaron and Servan.
Okay.
Servan? Or Serv? Yeah.
Yeah.
Area
you
servant.
You take a look. You're unfamiliar. Rikki and Vim, what languages do you two speak?
Birdfolk, Mapach, and Dire Panda, or whatever we decided Giant would be.
The turning red
I'm
panda. That's what they have in this
Get
universe.
this. I got Birdfolk, Mapach, Vulpin, and Druidic.
Vim, if there's one thing that interests you more than fire, probably nothing. But the second most interesting thing is Druid language, that you seem to be one who understands and others don't. So you write lots of notes like, I like fire in Druidic. These inscriptions in the center are Druidic.
Yeah, I thought I was getting away with it, but I forgot that Greatfather taught it to me, so he was always finding them.
If
What
you
is
head on
this?
over-
I don't know. Did you write this? No. You're the only one around here other than me who knows how to write this.
Can't prove that. I play the fifth.
I plead the fifth element.
As you are looking at the center thing, and you start walking around in a circle, so you can like read the whole thing, because it wraps around maybe 4 times. It's a bit of a poem. It says the following: the cycle of nature is death and rebirth, forest to ashes and ashes to earth. Stand in the compass and your proof there deliver to the cleanser of forests, the sapling's life giver. I'll put that in chat.
Maybe it's not the elements, but the cycle of life that we need to do.
Shall I put one of the leaves in the middle here?
Oh, that.
There-
Maybe it's just that easy.
There's no receptacle in the middle. You could probably put it on
Oh.
top of the pedestal. It's probably a little higher than you, but you can try that if you want.
That doesn't seem like the answer.
Well, this is in your deliver proof, so. Yeah, let's try putting this leaf on the middle pedestals to see if anything happens.
Okay.
All right.
You do that,
Here it comes! Here it comes!
nothing happens.
Oh,
Weren't we supposed to put the leaf on the frog?
yeah, I think that's how it, the thing appeared.
You don't think it would be the leaf on the frog. You think that the frog was just the marker for this.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll just
My
tell you that
guess
right now.
is
If that one, like, assuming that we've shared the depictions on the pedestals,
Yeah.
if that one's Earth, then maybe it goes forests, ashes, Earth. So would the leaf need to go down here?
Well, it says stand in the compass, and this is the compass here.
Or maybe do we burn the leaf? Not just because I'd be interested to burn the leaf, but maybe we burn the leaf.
Oh, the big thing, like all that we're in, it's not just the center that's the compass, it's the whole thing, right?
You could make that assumption.
Okay. I think
definitely-
we need to put
you're
something in the
definitely-
receptacles.
Yeah, you are definitely standing on something that does look like it is a compass of sorts. It does have 4 cardinal directions.
Maybe if we do it all at the
4
same...
intermediate, and then yeah, good.
Maybe we just do it at the same time. Like, we can pour some water, blow on the air one. We have some... Like, Vim can make fire on the fire one, and I can sprinkle some earth onto the earth one. But do it at the same time.
if
Worth
you
a
want.
shot.
Well, forest to ashes, ashes to earth.
We
And in the
stand-
compass,
we-
and you have proof to deliver. So
Oh, there's no
the
water.
cleanser of forest should be water, and wait, no, cleanser of forest would be air, and then sapling's life giver would be water. That's my guess.
We have to deliver the proof to the cleanser of forest, the sapling's life giver. Well, the cleanser of forest would be the fire. The life giver would be water. Do we just try it in each of them?
I'm gonna go over to the water one and put a little drop from a drinking pouch or whatever I have and see if it does anything.
Put a drop of water into the pedestal.
Oh, you said the air one
Nothing
has a
happens.
picture
Nothing
of air
happens.
going through forest, right?
I'll go back and do it, but you put it in the water and nothing happens in the water. Wait a moment. Again, still nothing. The image on the air is gusting winds and blowing leaves.
Well, that might be the first. Well,
Put the leaf in there. But if we have to do it in order or all at the same time, we all need to, queue up.
You managed to get a few leaves, so have we got one for each of us?
Yeah, I'll give
I'll say
everybody a
sure,
leaf.
yeah. Yeah, there's a handful of leaves left, and you were easily able to pull off a couple of them. Alright, so what do you do?
Quilton, you gonna join?
yeah, I'll go on the earth one.
Alright.
Or does Quilton want the water one?
I mean, Quilton's the one that can dig.
Fair.
And Rikki, you're always dripping with water for some reason.
Yeah, it's always.
I mean, me and Vim have elementalism. We can just make water, make little rains.
Yeah, I have the element of fire, and hot fire, cool fire, lack of fire.
Alright, so what do you guys do?
I'm just reading this. I can't figure out what air would be.
I feel like it would be the cleanser of the forest. Because it like blows away the ash after the fire happens. That's just my guess.
Can everybody roll a history check real quick?
Our history check is us asking Oddwald what he thinks. There.
Yeah, I should
Rikki
be good
can't
with
re-
music. Yeah. These are limericks or lyrics.
Perry, you remember when talking with Tever and Havel. Specifically, one of the things they said was when they found the Borealis, they had the artifact sealed away by tender elders using a sprig of skyleaf. The sprig potentially sealed it away, and you were there to get one.
Well, I let the others.
Susan said,
Well, if the spring leaf was used to seal it away, maybe the destroying of a sky leaf.
You also remember, Perry, that Susan said, the Borealis wants to be united with the flames. It's barred behind a door of cinders to which the tenders have the key. And you must find this, and she showed you the skyleaf.
What I'm saying is maybe if we burn a leaf, that will undo the seal.
I'm down.
Go for it.
Oddwald does say, well, don't burn all of them. At least keep one. Don't have to go back to that tree and get more.
Yeah, Perry tucks his away.
I put most of my leaves in the bowl and keep one.
Okay.
And I will use produce flame and hold fire to it.
And you said skyleaf. I thought you said sprig leaf when you.
A sprig of skyleaf.
Oh, sprig.
So sprig being a little piece of it. So apologies if I mixed some of those up, but
Okay.
it should be a sprig of skyleaf. So you put the skyleaf, a couple of them, into the bowl or into the receptacle that you're standing in front, and you burn it. Correct, Vim?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
There's like 4 bowls, so which one do they use? And one of them's broken.
It's not a good burner.
Well, the forest life giver, that'll be water. Cleanser of forest, saplings life giver. So maybe that's giving us a hint of which receptacle we should be in front of.
I'm guessing there might be an order.
Still don't think there's.
When you guys are editing this, make sure you make it sound make us seem
Yeah, make it
smarter
sound
than
smart.
what we're doing right now.
I'm gonna put my leaf in the earth one.
You reach down to the collapsed part, or the bowl that's fallen off there. You put the leaf in there. Nothing happens.
Bitter, housed, Sumar.
Let's put a leaf in each of the bowls, see if anything happens.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. You've already got one in the earth. Go back, put one in water. Put one in the air. Put one in the fire.
I'll
No.
scoop the ashes out of the fire
Yeah.
one and replace. I'll keep the ashes, but I'll replace it with a leaf.
Nothing happens.
What do you think, Oddwald?
There we go. Waiting for somebody to finally do that. Well, maybe we're missing something from the poem. Like, what did the poem say? The cycle of nature is death and rebirth. So something is dying and coming back. Forest to ashes and ashes to earth. Well, said cycle of nature. Stand in the compass and your proof there deliver. Well, are you standing in the compass?
Well, I had
You
asked.
need me to stand in the compass?
Well, we had asked the almighty voice in the sky if the compass was the thing in the middle, and he said, "No, it's the entire
I
thing."
did, and then I was correcting myself and just trying to say you do have this think motif that's specifically on the ground that does have cardinal directions and intermediate directions and
Let's not heard that.
whatnot.
Cycle of nature is death and rebirth. Of course. That's why you're here. You're a necromancer. We need a sacrifice.
Not it. He puts his hand on his beak. Finger on his beak.
It's fine. You bring one of us right back, right?
Not with these bangles on.
Oh, man. They're really making it hard.
Oh, well, there's the last part in here. You said the cleanser of forests, the saplings life giver. Vim, make a nature check.
Water, maybe, on the pedestal in the middle. I don't know.
It doesn't have a receptacle.
We just pour it on it, see what happens.
I'm gonna give you this one a
Gonna
little
try.
bit of a thing so before you can do that, let me give Vim this information.
Oh.
When you were walking back, I don't know if Vim said this or if Perry said, or not Perry, or if Bendy said it, but you did mention ash trees. Is anybody familiar as players why ash trees are ash trees?
Do they grow after a forest burn down?
I know this because one of my friends from Australia is named after the ash trees. and she told me this years ago.
She's an ash.
She or basically after everything burns down, these trees deposit their seeds, kind of like a tumbleweed where it's after death. And then the ashes are actually fertilizer, essentially act as fertilizer.
I was thinking that maybe the ash been fertilizer too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I was still trying to figure out if like air had anything to do with this.
So.
Well, I got a handful of ash right here.
Just carry it around. It's unrelated to what we're doing.
Nah, because I burned some leaves.
From the leaves. Yeah.
Maybe put the ash in the earth one? I don't know. That's my only guess. And then the leaf in the fire one.
Well, of course, the ash is
representing
earth.
balance. That's the only thing I can think.
Hey, Quilton, here, take this.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, the fire one's taken again.
What does anybody do?
I have no idea.
All right, ShortStack,
I'm
throw to the
big
towel.
dumb.
Quilton, Joey, what do you do, if anything? What do you suggest?
I'm not sure if we're supposed to put like something green in the fire one, put ashes in the earth one. But then I'm not sure about the second of the last verse. Cleanser of forest. Put fire in the there's no forest one.
Take the context clues that I have given you and apply them to the poem.
There's a lot of interpretations.
That's fair. No.
Well, paste the clues because I feel what you said.
They are in the I'll put them in again.
No, well, we know the poem, but
the clues: 1, ash trees. 2, standing on the compass. 3, the key seems to be the skyleaf, the sprig of skyleaf.
Didn't we already try putting the skyleaf in the middle?
You did.
Hmm.
And you were all standing there at the time. Well, looks like the aspect's gonna burn down your home.
I guess so.
Yeah,
We're all
way to
gonna
stop
die
it.
because we can't solve a puzzle.
no, they say that D&D puzzles need to be meant for babies, so people don't get stuck on them.
I bet the audience watching right now knows
Yeah.
what's going on.
The screen.
You
There's like,
idiot!
Like an episode of Dora the
Infinitely.
Explorer. Do you see?
Yeah.
You need to edit in during this whole segment a warmer, colder meter of how close we keep
Yeah.
so that we can see just how blue it was the whole time.
All right. Well,
Because
so
I'm
somebody's
saying
actually-
I'm thinking of the
Yeah,
control
go.
cycle, but we don't have anything to put in the receptacles that's like obvious to go in them.
Yeah, if we have to be on the compass, we can't interact with the. Unless we put them in like something in there beforehand.
Well, there's 5 of you.
Yeah.
That's more than one.
You're right. I can summon Slaughter. Then there'll be 5 of us.
Well, I mean, Oddwall's there too.
5 of us.
Okay, he's
Oh,
standing in
okay.
the middle, so we can just go do what we are supposed to do.
Which is?
Here, Oddwall, take a leaf.
Okay. I'll take a leaf. Keep it for safekeeping. You guys know what you're doing, right?
No.
No idea.
Who does something? Don't be shy. Everybody else is. The sooner you give me a bad answer, the sooner you know.
I put some ashes in the earth receptacle.
Nothing happens.
See, the thing is, we don't know if there's like a it'll react with each right thing, or if it needs everything to be right at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the best way is to just go around and put the ash in each one of them and see if it changes.
Well, it says forest to ash, so put a leaf in.
Why are you... Oddwald's gonna pipe in. It's like, why are you putting the ashes in there? The skyleaf's the key, isn't it?
We don't know. We didn't
Does
go to
some-
school.
I mean, we did.
Okay, I'm brute forcing it. I'm gonna take a leaf, put it in the water one. If it doesn't do anything, I'm gonna go over to the earth and put it in there. And then I'll try the air, and then I'll try the fire, and see if anything happens.
As you put it into the water receptacle,
Respectively.
the disc between the pillars instantly transforms into a 15-foot diameter pool of cold water. Oddwald falls and splash. There's a strong force attempting to pull them down as Oddwald, somebody get me, somebody get me, somebody get me! As he just sort of goes under a little bit and is fighting to get back up, back to the surface. Vim, what do you do?
Well, I grab him.
Are you strong enough to pull him out?
I don't know.
I'll go over to Vim and, hold him so
Okay.
he has that extra strength.
You guys are able to pull him out. That's a horrible thing. After a moment, the pool starts to turn back into the compass rose and solid footing. That was horrible. That was horrible. What are you doing, Rikki? I was only interrupting you to put it back to the compass, so the water's still not out there.
Oh, the water drained out of it?
It magically turned into this like pool of water, and then after it got out after a little bit, it went back to being solid ground.
Does it only react if someone's in the middle?
I think that's what it means when it says stand in the compass.
Did it change back after you pulled him out?
A little bit after I pulled him out, yeah.
Someone's gonna need to volunteer as tribute.
Does that only happen? It only happened when we put it in the water, right?
Yeah.
The leaf. Yeah.
Is the leaf still in the water one?
I'm gonna say that it blew out.
I'm gonna
When
pick
King
it back
Brian
up,
blew out.
and
Blew back
okay, I have two theories here. One is that it's an order that I don't currently know. The other is that it's the control cycle. So water controls fire, fire controls earth, earth controls air, and air controls fire. So that's the order that I'm thinking that it goes into.
So
what do you do?
clockwise starting at water.
Wait, hold on. Let me try to remember off the top of my head. I might have mixed it up there.
Oh yeah, you totally did.
Water controls air, air controls fire, fire controls earth, and earth controls water. That's what it is. And then water controls
Yeah,
fire.
you said this.
Yeah, I messed it up. But yeah, that's my guess, but I don't know what the starting point would be. We'd probably start with life or earth. So
What
maybe
is
earth,
the
water.
What does the riddle say? The cycle of nature.
Is death and rebirth. So maybe we start with fire. Because that's kind of
Forest.
representing death here.
Forest to ashes and ashes to earth. Well, I'm not standing in the middle anymore, but I'll be. If that turns to water again, I'll grab Vim.
I don't want to
Yeah, I would
mess with
guess-
the fire one first, though, if we're gonna...
See, I would guess that this is ashes, and obviously this would be earth. I don't know which one would be forests.
Well, the air one did have leaves on it, so
So
Yeah.
what, forest to ashes, ashes to earth, and then the cleanser of forests.
Well, let's give it a shot.
All right.
Here, Vim, I'll stand in the middle.
Well, thing is, if there's a reaction based on which one you interact with, I'm kind of suited to deal with the fire.
Are you sure?
Probably.
Good enough for me. Checks out. So I guess we'll start with air. See if that does anything.
Okay, Perry, do you want to put the your leaf into the air receptacle?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you do that, a 15-foot sphere of wind appears above the disc in the middle. And Vim, you are lifted 10 feet into the air.
Whee!
And the wind starts getting forcing you inward and kind of like crushing you a little bit.
Well, I guess
pressuring you
fire's
into the air.
next. That's what we
So
agreed
as
on,
you
right?
were running over there, Rikki, Vim, go ahead and give me a athletics check, please.
Me or Vim?
Vim,
Me.
sorry, Vim. You take.
And I take.
Take. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from the crushing force. Rikki, you run over to fire. What do you do?
I'm gonna put a leaf in the fire. And hope for the best.
As you do that, the wind trap begins to stop as Perry reaches and takes the plant out of it, seeing Vim getting hit, and then you put the skyleaf into the fire.
Oh, Perry took it out?
The ashen fields shift again as the pillars recede beneath it. Then, with a lurch, a small hill area rises from the ashes, revealing an open door. Ancient stone steps descend into the darkness. You have spotted a proper entrance to the sealed chamber. So, Mark talking here, the answer was stand in the middle, inside the compass, someone stands in the middle of the compass, and then somebody puts the skyleaf in the fire receptacle.
Just the
I
fire.
see what you're going with the cycle of life, but you were focused too much on the cycle of the word. Ash trees, it's the cycle of the forest.
Or perhaps that there were 4 pillars that are, most of them are useless. So, yeah, that kind of did it too.
Damn druids.
Presumably all 3 of the others were trapped. The earth one doesn't actually do anything because it is broken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and those other 2
It's
were
all
actually a little...
cracked over just like Quilton.
Oh, and Susan said hidden behind a wall of fire. Oh my god, okay. It's clear now.
Well, that's what I was asking. Could he put down the clues that we got?
Oh, you mean the inscriptions? Those weren't clues; those were inscriptions. I didn't realize that. I apologize, but yeah, it was. You didn't really need to know what those were. You just needed to know that they were fire, water, earth, and air.
I overcomplicated it. Sorry.
These druids were either brilliant or stupid.
I'm telling you, it's just forest to ashes. Fire burns down the forests, and then that's the skyleaf was the key, and the key in the fire.
But what was the air? What
middle.
was the air?
Misdirection.
Oh, see.
You just pick the element that it's talking about while standing in the middle.
I agree there. Air is pretty much old misdirection.
Misdirection. Yeah,
Well,
but it says Earth right there.
Well, we opened it, so
I want to have a word with whoever wrote this riddle. It's very convoluted.
have a word with the druid's manager.
Yeah.
Maybe he's down in the cavern. Would you like to head on down?
After that, no, I'm done with this place.
You haven't gotten the Borealis yet.
Yeah, I don't care.
There's no word for it.
Druids don't respect my time. I won't respect their artifact. No, yeah, we'll go now.
Wasn't your wife a druid who really liked puzzles, Quilton?
I don't think that was ever established, no.
Well, I assume you all head on down.
More statues. Nah.
The stairway descends into the dungeon about 150 feet, occasionally turning and twisting upon itself, until it opens into a round chamber with a circular entranceway. There is no light source down here, so anybody who does not have dark vision will need to light something or have Vim light stuff up. You see a chamber that appears to have been shaped out of black volcanic rock. There's a wooden disc in the center of this chamber that has a series of druidic runes carved into its surface. In one quadrant of the disc, these runes glow dimly with red light. 4 alcoves surround the central room, equidistant from each other. In three of them, large statues of eagles made from the same volcanic rock rest upon intricately shaped branches of small petrified trees. The 4th alcove is empty.
Are we supposed to see the tokens there?
Oh, did I put those in the wrong
Yeah.
thing? No, they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing's gonna come alive.
As soon as you step into the thing, a slab of wall closes behind you.
Oh,
Cutting
the
off
leaf
the
must have blown out the
entranceway.
bowl. No.
Each statue comes alight as the rock from which it is composed turns a barely cooled magma. They begin to come to life.
I think this is a puzzle we'll be good at solving.
Yeah. I know the answer to this one as I smack my fists together.
Fire.
You roll for attackity.
Just payback for the horrible puzzle we had to do.
I'm kind of miffed. Not gonna lie.
I am so mad right now.
Take it out on the enemies.
Hey, anyone want a 5? Any 5? Anyone? No.
You know, you took that alert feat, but you keep rolling horrible on initiative, so no one wants it.
Hey, I got that
I can-
21.
if
That
you want, I
Yeah,
can
that's
work
true.
with you.
Yeah, half and half.
Yeah, if you
Do you
want, I
want-
mean, if you ever want Vim to go first.
Yeah. Do you want to go, Vim?
No, I don't have an idea of what to do first.
Okay. If that is the case, these eagles come to life. These eagle statues come to life. Red glowing eyes. It's like they've been staring at fire for longer than Montag the rat.
Is that possible?
Rikki, you were up first as these just sort of move forward, ready to attack.
Alright. I am going to... Let me... How far away am I?
From 45 feet.
My movement is... not 45 feet. I'm gonna click my heels together and get double my movement.
There you go.
Because I totally forgot until, like, earlier today that I had that.
Given any big maps that you've needed to use that, so yeah, you've got double movement now.
Go over there and I'm gonna sort it.
Okay. Sword. "22 hits.
Okay.
Is it one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed.
Okay. takes 9 damage, and you just take off a chunk of it as you just run up and be like, I hate statues! And just, like, do it. It has disadvantage on its next attack roll, because you sapped it.
And then I am going... How much more movement do I have left after that?
Probably 15 feet.
15 feet. A little far. Alright, I'm gonna attack it again.
Okay.
Because I have 2 attacks.
17 hits. Another 8 damage. Take off another chunk of it. Still looking okay, but you've done some damage to it.
Alright, I'm gonna action surge and attack it 2 more times.
All right, go for it. Natural 20.
And then right click and crit damage, right?
Yep. Usually the immediate one will automatically select that for you, but you can always do it that way too.
Did that work or no?
It did not. Roll me another 1d8.
Another D8. I'll do that over here. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
I don't get crits very often.
5, pretty good. And you still have one more attack?
Alright, I'm gonna attack it again.
9
That
will
one.
finally miss. Finally miss. Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that is it.
The one in front of you is now up. It's going to go ahead and make 2 attacks at you. It's going to first try to bite you. It's an 18 hit.
18 does not hit.
Does not hit.
Disadvantage as well.
Oh, it has disadvantage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So the first one is a 7. Second one is a 6. So both of them just miss straight out. You can feel, you hold them back, and you can feel the heat coming off of them, but you pushed it back before it can do any damage to you. Quilton, baby, you're up.
Quilton, baby. All right. I'm gonna stretch my knees, get my joints working again, and I don't have to dash. I can just go right here, run up to this one. Gonna do an attack, but use the grappler feat, so they also have to do a strength saving throw, to prevent from being grappled.
Okay. They roll a 17.
17. Oh, that's
So just straight up doing a grapple?
Yeah, it's probably enough. It's 8 plus my
Proficiency bonus plus your
strength.
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, I can do dexterity, so it's 8 plus 11, say 11. Yeah, that's more than enough.
It says your strength. Well, even if it beats your dexterity, it's going to be your strength. So yeah. You miss.
Monks can use dexterity for that stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so let's do damage.
I wonder if this map was accidentally double sized. If it's supposed to be 4 squares, is 4 tiles is 1 square.
I don't know.
It's really big. But go ahead and continue.
Yeah,
Kind of splits the party up a little.
Yeah.
18 bludgeoning damage.
All right. That's a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was my attack.
Yeah.
Roll.
That will hit.
So first one is 4 damage, 4 bludgeoning. Next attack is going to be 7 bludgeoning, and I'm going to try to do a grapple on that one too.
Okay.
Wait, can I do that once per turn? Hold on.
Roll 6. So.
Only once per turn. I'm going to do it once. So.
Okay, never mind. You try to grapple it, and it's just radiating too much heat, and you try and you push it back as you weren't quite ready for that.
Is the wording
hot rock.
you can only do it once per turn, or only grapple a creature this way once per turn?
You can use you can use this benefit only once per turn. So my attempt was only once.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Bonus action's your movement.
Well, use this benefit, I believe.
The benefit was trying to grapple at the same time.
Yeah.
So I
the
still
benefit
have.
isn't the grapple itself.
I still have my bonus
Correct.
action attack. 17.
17 hits.
6 bludgeoning.
Okay, take 6.
Yeah.
Take some chunks out of it.
I have a movement of
Is that
40
all?
feet, so I was able to get there without a bonus action.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Red statue is up, and
Come at me, red statue.
yeah, you're the nearest. Just nobody else can
Red
really
22.
can't reach anybody else. So it's going to take a bite on you. 9 is going to miss, and then claws 7 is going to miss. Same sort of thing. You're now fighting off two things. You're holding a vey with one of each with each one with one of your arms. Perry, you're up.
I don't know. Let's do mirror image. And then as a bonus, Mantle of Inspiration for everybody.
Okay.
Mantle is temp HP.
We still
Temp HP.
we still have the temp HP from last time. I mean, we might be able to get more of it,
No,
but
because
Now-
we're short rested. It's been too
No,
long.
well, I lost my temp HP because I got booped.
You can if you can choose to replace it, you probably will because the mantle is twice the 1d8
Yeah,
instead of a
How
d6. So yeah,
much?
you get
I'll take
14 temp HP each. Jeez.
If you want to keep the 2, I mean,
I mean, yes, I will take that. But I remember we asked Mark if we keep the temp HP, and he said yes.
Yeah, unless something specifically tells you when it goes away, it will stay until a long
Now
rest
it's
or until it's
better
replaced.
HP.
Yeah.
Can I, as part of that, can I recommend to Rikki to use the reaction to just take a step away?
All of you can move up to half your speed, I think, as your reaction.
No, I got this. I got this.
Okay, all right.
Actually, you know what? No, never mind. I'm not doing that.
Okay. All right.
I
Eagle
got
Stack in front of Quilton is up. He didn't move. Bite on Quilton. Natural 1. Claws on Quilton. 8. These guys are garbage.
Yeah, some protectors they are.
They are a hot mess.
Oddball is just gonna dodge action. Vim, you're up.
Alright, I want to try something, see if I can thread the needle. I'm going to cast a Tidal Wave.
Okay.
Diagonally to hit these two and not Rikki.
Yep. Okay.
So it's... I didn't link it. How do I get it to link it? Display?
There you go.
There we go.
Leap
So
of water.
I conjure a
goes
wave
to-
of water.
Dex save. Blue rolls a 12. Red rolls a natural 20.
Okay. So on a successful save, half as much and isn't knocked prone. So blue's gonna get 19 bludgeoning, and red's gonna get half as much of that.
18 goes to 9.
Water then spreads across the ground in all directions and extinguishes unprotected flames in the area.
And blue is prone.
Is blue an unprotected flame?
Nope. None of them
Oh.
are actually fire. It seems like this is magical. They do not get... it did not hurt them more than either. The cold damage didn't do anything else either. Anything else?
Wait. Funnily enough, it's not cold damage, it's just bludgeoning from a wave of
oh,
water.
oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's the turn.
Okay.
I'm just glad it didn't hit
Rikki.
Rikki.
Rikki, you're up. Blue is looking really bad and is prone next to you.
You can curb stomp him.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
attack red. How bad? Like it's
Okay.
looking real bad.
Blue is looking real bad, yeah.
Okay, I'm attacking red.
Get their turn next.
Okay, and you can split your attacks between the two of them if you wish.
May want to.
Alright, let's see.
Is it at advantage because they're prone, right?
Are you attacking?
No,
you're
I'm attacking red.
Oh,
Blue
right.
is not. Yeah, red is not. 14 just misses.
And second attack on red.
25 hits. $11 and has disadvantage on its next attack. Anything else?
Nope, that is it.
The Blue Eagle statue is going to stand up using half of its speed worth of movement. And is going to take a bite and a claw attack on Rikki. 7's going to miss. 11's going to miss. He's not liking this anymore. He's going to get over here. Start eyeing you, Vim. Quilton, you're up.
Yeah, we'll do an attack, attempt to grapple it.
Mark, could I click my heels and turn off my boots?
Yeah, if you want to do that.
So 10 minutes minus 12 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair. Natural 1 will miss.
Yeah. Right, I can only do it when it hits, makes sense. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to hit it again. Second attack.
Okay.
18.
18 will hit.
Alright, give me a strength saving throw.
11.
11, so he is grappled.
Okay.
Takes 8 bludgeoning damage. And with the... How's he looking?
That's pretty okay.
Pretty okay. Well, then I'm going to
Yeah.
use Flurry of Blows. And my grappler feat lets me get advantage on attacks if I'm grappling someone.
Alright, so 2 more attacks. Advantage.
Yep. 15.
15 will hit. Just hits.
Or... Sorry, that was another attack.
16 will also hit, so go and do... Oh, we'll roll one more time to get that,
Yes, 6
You
bludgeoning.
get that crit.
9 bludgeoning. Ooh, close. Next one will be
still hits.
9 bludgeoning. So 9,
He's looking pretty bad.
8, 9, 9.
Yep. He's looking really bad.
Okay. That's it. But he's grappled, just so you
Ready?
know.
Yep, red is up, so just going to do the same things. Natural 1. 23. Does a 23 hit, Rikki?
23 does hit.
Yay! You take 7 fire damage.
I'm gonna use my rune to redirect it to blue.
That's why you did that. Nice. Does it take all 7? It goes down. And as it breaks apart.
You just firebend that redirect fire?
Yeah. You're getting inspiration for that, because I was like, why are you not going after the easy thing? Oh, I guess you figure someone else out. Nope, you had that up your sleeve. But you see, coming from the body of that, oh, the freaking the fire effect doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work on my thing. I'm trying to do a little magic effect. It doesn't work. Oh well. Fire surrounds this thing as it sort of, say, like melts into the ground, and the fire goes into one of the 4 corners or the 4 quadrants of the circle in the center, and that starts glowing bright red. 2 of the quadrants in the center are glowing red.
2 of them? It red ringed. Darn.
Oh no.
It's under warranty?
Perry, you are up.
I think I know the answer to this puzzle.
Green is looking really bad.
Let's do Starry Wisp at green then.
There you go. Six will miss, unfortunately.
That was a damage roll. Roll an attack roll.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Go ahead and roll attack.
Oh, why didn't it? Okay, I clicked the wrong thing.
14 just misses.
Misses. Okay, well that's all me.
All right. You're protecting Oddwald. Eagle statue is up. He's gonna yeah, he's got nothing else to do, so he's just gonna try and bite and attack you. A 6 will not hit. 23 will hit for Quilton, maybe for 3 fire damage.
What was the attack roll?
23.
Yeah. It's
Because he kind of like just bites into you, and a little searingness comes from
he
the
says
inside
it's
of the
fire damage.
Fire damage, yes.
Attack roll. Will you let me use my deflect attacks on this?
Does it say you can use it on...
It only says bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Well, that's not fire, is it?
It's not, but it's coming from his claws, so I thought maybe it was.
That
okay.
was... It's dealing fire damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm flavoring it a little bit, but yeah, it's mechanically doing fire
okay.
damage.
So how much? 4, you said?
3.
3.
Oddwald also gonna just same thing.
Throw a rock or something, you darn bird!
I don't have any rocks. I didn't pick any up. Vim, you're up.
Let's see. I definitely don't want to hit with fire. I think I'll try an ice knife. No, wait,
That'll definitely hit somebody. Yeah.
I mean, I just hit one with fire, and it killed it, so...
Yeah, just because something does fire damage.
Redirect the fire damage, or does it redirect the damage, like that you would have taken just as damage?
I think she redirects. Either way, like it was resistant to fire. It is resistant to fire, but it did more than enough to kill it still. So yeah.
I think I'll come run up and join you. Like,
Bonk it.
and yeah, let's see. Where's the hit? There's the hit. I'm helping.
14 just misses.
I'm not helping.
Anything else?
No, I only get to whack once as a dude.
Rikki, you're up.
Sword.
Ward. 23 hits. Eight damage. Getting chunks down.
Sword again, part 2.
Still hits. Another 8. Looking pretty bad. Anything else?
Nope, that is all I got.
Quilton.
I'm going to continue to punch a man.
Alright. It's a statue, not a man, so it's okay.
Now you punch a
19.
man.
Maybe it was a statue man.
For 10 bludgeoning.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to punch it right in its fiery bird face.
Punch it right there. Its head spins around like 3 times before it just cracks off and falls to the ground, and then it too melts. And then the fire energy goes out towards the center disc.
And then I will use a bonus action, this time, to Sonic the Hedgehog speed roll all the way to this one.
In dash.
Yeah, spin dash. So I can dash as a bonus action and do my second attack.
Oh, we have the charger feat.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I roll advantage. I was supposed to.
17 hits?
No, that was advantage. I rolled a 4. So it'll be a 10.
Yeah, 10 misses.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I was hoping he hid it and a little animal would pop out.
New targets. Yeah, it's gonna hit Quilton. Like, I want to hit Vim, but I don't have the reason for him to do this. Actually, it's gonna do one at each of this. So one at Quilton, one at Rikki. So this is at Quilton. It's a 19 hit.
Yep.
Takes 7 fire damage. Closet Rikki. 9 will miss. Perry, you're up.
Let's try Starry Wisp again.
Do it.
Nope.
Can't do it. 11 misses.
That's it.
Ronwald says,
That's
"Don't
all I
worry,
can
it happens to the best of us. You'll kill the next monster." Give you
It's
support.
performance
Perry.
anxiety.
Tough crowd. Jim.
Let's see. I think the best thing I can do is do the help action and give the next person advantage on their attack against this.
Quilton. Or
Rikki.
who's ever up. Rikki is up next.
Hey, over here. Look at me.
Quilton, take your 7 fire damage back, because I forgot he had disadvantage on that first attack. So,
Because of sap, yeah, I was just thinking
correct.
that.
yeah, forgot
Okay.
to implement that. I'm not going to roll again, so...
This is my
Hey,
temp
I,
HP.
that.
I like your fire. It's really warm.
Ah!
And attack. Natural
With
one.
With
Oh, wait.
advantage.
Advantage.
Thank goodness.
Now I get to shout that and be correct.
Yep. that will hit. Six. Still standing, but it's getting there.
Second attack. Oh, it was like balancing on the corner of 12. Oh well.
Mm. Unfortunately, that misses. Quilton, can you finish it off?
Thanks, physics.
I think so.
Thanks, Phys Ed.
22
22 will hit.
or 8.
Still standing. Come on.
Give me a. I'm trying to grapple. So give me strength.
He is. That's true. You want to grapple him. So,
I get advantage if they
natural
use
20.
grapples.
Natural 20.
Okay. Hit him again. 22 for
How do you want to do this?
4 damage. I come running over, and I want to burrow in the ground, but I know it's stone, so I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna spin dash right into him as I run over. All the rings pop out.
There we go. Yeah. Then this should now work. Okay, come on.
It's alright.
There we go. There we go. As the fire goes into the ring in the center. And we are out of initiative. All 4 quadrants of the center area are glowing red now. Getting around to the end of this, so what would you guys like to do, and we can call it.
Is anything? So they're all glowing.
All 4 quadrants of the center ring are glowing.
It's just the others that we go on the platform.
As you step on there, Quilton, you learn that everybody learns this, that you are magically kind of given the command words to this: ascend and descend.
Oh man, it goes deeper.
It goes higher. No, you haven't said the words yet.
It's weird how if you want to go up, you have to say ass end.
I pat them on the head. I go, descend.
Oh, Oh, this is spicy.
You see a chamber that appears to have been shaped out of black volcanic rock. There's a wooden disc in the center of this chamber that has a series of druidic runes carved into. I think I'm pressing the. Nope, that was the last run. Speaking the word descend, you move down a 50-foot shaft. This large subterranean cavern is lit by a glow of magma, liquid hot magma, which flows below an island of rock. A long bridge connects the island to the bank on the other side, where a passageway continues through the cavern wall. It is sweltering in here. You guys, if you've got another 15 minutes or so, maybe you can do this one. Otherwise, we can call it. It's up to you, you all.
Sounds good to me.
Is 15 minutes a good round off point?
Yes, it will. Like, after this room would be a good thing, and I'm giving you 15 minutes because it took you 30 minutes to do the other one, so I'm adjusting.
Okay, don't need to rub it in.
You mean you were going to do with the ashes?
Looking at the thing there makes me think that, yeah, maybe the top room was a bit upscaled if that's the size of the elevator now.
Or maybe this
now that I'm
one's
looking at it.
downscaled.
The thing is that it still used the same
The tiles, yeah.
square. I was just following the square tiles, so that's I didn't even think about that when I was doing it. So anyway, what'd you like to do?
Run to the side and look over like a kid at a.
I grab them, pull them back, saying, "No, this is the very bad heat. You don't want to get close to this one.
This is my pool. It was made for me.
You don't want to be caught in this one."
I just want to look at it. Like, this is super fire.
Whoops. Wrong button.
Don't fart down here.
Rikki burps. She had spicy burritos for lunch.
What are those little things across the bridge?
Good question. You might want to go up and look.
Did you say there's druidic runes somewhere? Because Vim should probably read that for us.
That was in the previous one. I was accidentally reading the last room.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it was fine.
I'm gonna look at the weird little things that look like obvious traps.
So as you step to this, a thing of fire just shoots up. Really, this is supposed to be like a wooden bridge with planks type thing, and like fire shoots up between the planks.
There you go.
Thank you. Sparkle. So I need you, Rikki, to make a. Actually, you're able to back off. You don't. It doesn't hit you. You step back, and it stops the flames from coming up. But it was like a solid wall of flame that shot up when you got close to it.
You should have to run really fast through them.
I'm gonna just poke my foot forward onto the bridge again without stepping on it the whole way and see where the point that the fire activates is. If it's triggered by something. Or is it just fire shooting up between the things of the bridge?
Is this a Mario Bowser level? Hello? Uh-oh, Discord.
Oh, you there?
And also, if
He's
it's
typing. Power flickered.
We're free.
Well then, Quilton just walks across the bridge. Who's gonna stop me? All this power, though, it's kind of boring now. You can just do whatever you want. So tell us, dear viewer, how stupid were we during the puzzle on the other floor?
Smartest players in the world.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you thought we were either dumb or smart. Look at that, the likes are going up. Getting so many comments.
Oh my
Man.
god. And
Well,
they're all positive.
Oh, positive.
We're legitimately dealing with a Mario level with a lava shooting fireballs up.
Yeah, and those big, those fireball, like, ropes that spin around and around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's like your image there. We should make a Super Mario RPG system.
Blackjack and hookers.
Yeah.
Whoa, is that Fedora Mark returning?
Yep, there we go. So yeah, you touched. Somehow Quilton got to the other side. That
Well,
doesn't seem wrong.
no one was trying to. No one stopped me. He gets flinged into the lava.
What is your favorite color? Red. No, I don't.
Oh, but before you were you exploded, I was like reaching forward, inching forward to see where the trigger point of the firewall
Pretty much as you get to the bridge itself, the fire does shoot up.
So where she is now, or
Pretty much just in front of that, like when you get onto the two-part.
There, I
lift,
moved a pixel forward.
Yep, that's the trigger point right there.
Okay, and then I.
but
You have to have
does it hurt?
You have to have a pixel perfect jump on
How
floor
high?
1.
How high is the firewall?
Goes up pretty high. It's not enough that you could. Yeah, it kind of reaches up. Let me find. I gotta the notes back in on the wrong page.
'Cause couldn't Perry just like fly across there?
20-foot high flame jets, so 20 feet above where you are.
So no.
Well, no, I mean like off to the side, just fly across onto the island.
They can glide. They can control glide down, but they can't fly.
With the
Don't you
heat,
have, like,
with
a
the
super
heat
jump?
of the,
Oh yeah.
I have wing flap, which would, gust me up, but I don't want to fly over lava.
with
Does anyone
the
have a bucket of water?
with the
We can
heat
turn
of
this-
with the heat of the lava cause him to lift.
Yeah, an updraft.
Updraft, yeah.
No, because the air here is like all the same. There's not a mix of hot and cold air, so it's not going to
Oh,
be a strong
don't get
enough thing.
technical with me, Mark.
Oh no, I had to.
What if I create, if I use my short sword of the wood to create, the spike growth around the fire, give us a chance to run across.
Ah, the spikes are on fire.
Yeah, maybe that's not a good idea.
This thing that hurts us as we walk into it and slows us down will definitely be a good way to.
Quilton, pour all that water into the lava and we'll turn it into an obsidian and walk across.
Good idea, yeah.
Can't
Okay,
have endless
I
water.
have another idea. Instead of stepping on the bridge, I'm gonna hold my hand over the bridge and see if that does anything.
You get a little closer to it, but yeah, it does seem to sense your presence and it shoots the flame up. It's not like a weight trap or anything like it's the fact that you are there.
Okay, because I was thinking Vim could make someone Mario jump over there since they're talking about Mario.
Now, what's setting it off? Is it proximity, or is there like a stone you're
Yeah, I
stepping
think it
on?
was
It's
proximity.
his
It looked like.
proximity, yeah.
I mean, nothing's stopping us from just running through, taking
Yeah,
the damage,
that's what I was
right?
thinking.
Brute force it.
What's it? Let's see. Is this accurate distance-wise?
Yeah, just about. So it'll be.
Okay. I mean, I could cast jump on everyone and we could all just go boing.
Is that a reference?
Good. If you could jump over a 20 foot high thing, yeah, and control where you're landing.
This is what I mean.
Oh.
You just replace it. You get a 30-foot jump with the spell.
Okay, yeah, you'd have to cast it on each person, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, if it all fails, I can just be like,
That's
hey,
like all your
right.
spell slots. The Mapach can maybe climb on the side of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So the fire is coming up from the thing itself. So this map is a little misleading based on the description because it's a fan map. But it's like shooting up from the thing. You'd be able to get around it. You wouldn't be able to climb around it. The heat would probably get you. So
wait,
yeah.
Okay, where
Are there
do we
any
put
like
the leaves?
switches or buttons that say, fire off or something like that?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, what are those runes that you talked about? I don't think we looked at those.
That was in a different room.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a
Perception
different
check,
rune
please.
for a different room.
15 minutes. Ha 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 ha.
It's 5 minutes to come back on.
Thought we could solve a puzzle in 15 minutes.
This is an obstacle course. This isn't even a puzzle.
Perception.
You don't see any around here. If there's any on the other end of the bridge, you can't make anything out.
Man, I'm kind of thinking I should just go straight through it and see if there's anything over there to turn it off.
Fire resist
I would
potion.
say, yeah, that fire resist potion.
I think I used it for the ash snake.
Did you?
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
Nah.
Used one back there, but you've gotten more since then.
I don't remember
Oh.
you saying you used.
The original
Ash Snake.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we have 4 left, but I mean, we won't be fighting.
We could save him. I can do this if you want to run over there and see what's going on. I can give you some resistance, and we can hold on to the potion for later.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna sprint.
All right.
I'll give her fire resistance since she's stretching her calves and preparing to run.
I'm gonna
Fire
back
resistant,
up a little.
Backs up.
Gonna click my boots together for my double movement.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna sprint straight across the bridge.
Make a acrobatics check. I'm gonna lower the DC by 2 because of your boots. You're moving super fast.
Acrobatics. I'm gonna use Tactical Mind to re-roll that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Tactical Mind to re-roll that again.
If you got multiple
If
uses, I'll
that's
let you
allowed.
do it. If you got multiple uses, go ahead. Yeah, just tick off an extra box. I'll let you do it in this situation. You accidentally go this way and fall off. No.
Give me Tactical Mind
go-
one more time.
Oh, all right. I'm happy for the use of resource. There you go.
There we go. You finally did the geometry.
So you make it through. There is no way
That's
to sort
all
of
of them.
completely dodge this, but because of the you going so fast, you mitigate how much damage you take from that. So you take half of this. 11, and then halved again for the resistance to fire, rounded down, so you take 5 fire damage.
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought.
That's true.
You have that twice, you said?
Yep. It was halved for. I'm sorry. Yes, it should have been halved to 5 first, and then halved beyond that to 2. You got the double odds there. I apologize.
Oh,
You took
okay.
2 fire damage, not 5.
Well, what are the double odds?
You were concentrating on this Vim, and that fire resistance lasts an hour.
I'm gonna tap my boots together and turn off the speed.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around for something to turn this off.
Make a perception check with advantage. Don't see anything. It's like no big
man.
levers or anything around. Yeah.
Where do you shoot, Rikki?
See anything?
No.
What's further down the hall?
I'm gonna look further down the hall.
The tunnel in the
Says
wall
you
is
must
the
gather
only
your party before
passageway.
venturing forth.
It is, but it goes down for probably hundreds of feet.
Oh, well.
It goes
Well,
down for
tunnels, a
probably
tunnel.
hundreds of feet.
Like your feet or my feet?
Both? First one, then the other.
This platform's floating, right? Doesn't go down any further.
Yeah. You try saying descend foolishly while you're on the, the platform, but it doesn't go down any further, luckily.
I'll make a run for it.
I mean, if nobody has any other good ideas.
I don't. There's nothing around here.
I'd fly over there, but I got these bangles on. I can't do anything, so I'm gonna have to take the brunt of it too.
I mean, Perry could.
All with the jumping.
Perry can jump and glide, so he might be able to make it
20 feet. So I think it was like 10 feet that she could jump up, or that he could jump up.
Oh,
No, if you want to do it, whoever wants to run next, go for it.
They sprint through the fire and then immediately find the switch to turn it off.
They might. Nobody else has looked.
Oh, I thought you said there was nothing there. I'll look. Perception?
Yeah.
Okay, 4.
Yeah, it's nothing. Definitely nothing around you. Can't really tell. Your old man eyes can't really see beyond the bridge area, though. Perry, you look around as well. Same thing. You can't really tell. You don't see anything.
There's nothing written in Druidic.
Nope.
It's half their movement speed, which is only 15, so... Okay.
For what?
Oh, the jump. The
Oh.
glide, the wing flap.
Yeah. The risk is that they wouldn't be able, because it's a straight thing, they just go down by the time they get to the end of it, and then they'd have to climb back up on the rock, and if they don't do that, they fall into, the lake of lava.
Yeah, Perry.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't remember if we've done any water stuff, but I'm just gonna say he doesn't know how to swim, and doubly so in lava, as a matter of fact.
He doesn't know how to swim or be boiled.
Right, so what do you do?
I guess we live here now.
What if I sacrifice the nest charm to create a bridge over the lava so the fire
What if
can't
you
get to
pour
us?
your water in the lava and turn it into obsidian?
I will let you use that tree. Make the tree as it drops to the thing. It would block the thing enough for you to get by at least this one time at the sacrifice of that magic item. So yeah, I would allow that.
Yeah, I mean, burn up. Want to do that?
Sure, we're dumb. It sounds like the dumbest thing to do.
Oh, then, like, we have to come back, though.
How big of a tower does that make?
Like 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll need a way out, so it'd probably be better if we figured this out.
It's 30-foot diameter. So, I mean...
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't be able to put that on the...
50 feet long.
Yeah, I was thinking you might be able to put it onto this platform that, like, takes up the entire platform.
Probably break the entire thing, yeah.
Probably, yeah. So you'd have to throw it into the lava and let it kind of, like, just block it as it's burning. What do you want to do?
It's not feasible to use our rope over the gap, right?
If it catches
rope
fire,
hatch.
you'd probably... It wouldn't catch immediately, but, like, as soon as you start going near it, like, the fire shoots up, it would probably catch then.
Not over here.
No. Yeah, I mean, like even that way, like I don't think you'd be able to quite do that. It's not enough room.
Yeah, I'm fine with just bopping through some first level slots if people just want to jump the gap.
If you want, yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's see. I think I'm also, as a safety measure, I'm going to use a wild shape to get Slaughter out.
Okay. Slaughter
So,
appears.
Yeah, so they're going to hang out on my shoulder.
Could
Who
you
wants to go
teleport?
first?
Could you teleport across with Slaughter?
He can only do 15 foot, so he would get us in between these.
That's yeah. So I've been waiting for
So,
somebody to bring that up, and like, okay, yeah, it is 15 feet, not 30.
yeah, so he would drop people in the middle of an oven.
No, that's 10.
Because I mean, well, where does it start hurting?
Probably, yeah. Honestly, if you could, yeah, you could do that. I mean, as long as you can get everybody landing on the other side, but you can just because you can keep doing that, you can just go back, forth, one in each. So yeah, I'd say that you might get singed. I'm going to say that Vim, you'd probably get singed because
I'll
you're going to
go
go back and
last.
forth a couple times.
No,
'cause you take
I
the whole
don't have
group.
to go back and forth. It's Slaughter is the one that teleports.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
Okay. Now that Rikki's run through the fire.
It's just a bonus action, unlimited times, right? So
Yeah.
As long as he's up and he lasts for like a few hours. Or until he
Okay.
gets bopped.
Yeah, everybody's just able to teleport one by one
So
over here and
for the
step out of
next
the way.
the next few minutes is
Everybody gets a little singe. I'm gonna say everybody takes 1d4 points of damage for just how close you get to it. 1 point of fire damage for everybody but Rikki.
Shall I roll a concentration?
Yes.
Where is it? There it is. Eh.
Yeah, you're fine.
I was born in the flames.
Molded by them.
Entirely possible. I don't know. I've got a tragic backstory.
sorry, we
was
didn't
just
think of
thinking,
that
like-
sooner, Rikki.
Yeah, waiting for somebody to be like, I wonder if Slaughter could teleport you. But it was 15 feet.
I knew he could teleport. I just figured this was a danger zone.
But you were only going 10 feet. But yeah, no, it you were going from like middle to middle or something like that. So either way, you are able to get across. Check something real quick, and into the net. Go down the blah, blah, blah. You go into the tunnel that looks like it goes down hundreds of. The tunnel transitions into a room that's been magically shaped from the earth beneath the grove. The floor is made of black cobblestones shaped from a layer of volcanic rock. Breaking through the stones is a line of 3 great trees. Each tree appears black and charred, with leaves of flame and bark that glows like embers.
Lar.
The tree in the middle is the largest. Its roots tangle outward in a great mass. This will be the last thing that we do for the night. But what do you guys do?
We'll put a tree down here.
Approach the tree.
Yeah. Going around the lava, the floor is lava. Suddenly, the great tree at the back of the room quivers. And its bark shifts to reveal eyes and a mouth. Its long branches twist into hands, and its roots become large feet. So I am to receive guests. How long has it been? You do not look like tenders. A test is in order then.
Hello.
We just left school. No more tests.
I am sworn to guard the artifact down here from thieves. But the test shall be of strength and endurance, as the two other trees next to him also start to awaken and grow roots and faces.
Oh no, the test tree's dropped.
Now, show me what you are worth. And that's where we're going to finally end it for tonight. After 2 long puzzles.
Far too long puzzles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Was there a solution to that, or can we
pretty
do we
much
still have
fly
to...
or teleport, or
Okay.
if you could have had a high enough perception roll, you would have seen something.
Okay.
So
I even rolled for Oddwald. He didn't find it either. Yeah, so a little rough there at the beginning as I was trying to remember everything that I had planned like 2 weeks ago, and then the 2 weeks before that, and then once we got into a fight, everything was normal there. So thank you for that. Sorry that the puzzle was anger-inducing.
No, it's okay.
Usually,
it's not your fault.
Usually, what I do in that case is I have the NPC like halfway figure it out.
I usually do. I was trying to give you hint after hint after hint. And then if somebody just turned to Oddwald and asked him, like, what we can do, then push it on. But you guys were so close at times.
He's a big dummy-dum.
That I was like, I can't give them the answer. They're right there.
Yeah.
It was the hint, because, like, obviously, this is what's provided by the module, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. This was in the adventure.
It's very open to interpretation as to what it's asking.
It is, but I think with the hints that I gave you, it was like I was trying to like have you focus on the important things. Use the skyleaf. Ash trees are burned down by fires and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, puzzles can do that. It wasn't a geometric puzzle. It wasn't like a logic puzzle or like that. It was a riddle. So, but that's the only one that you guys had to solve this whole game. So that was the final. Maybe that should have been the final boss.
That was the final boss, the puzzle.
the big elemental boss shows up and starts positing riddles to us.
Oh no, it's the aspect of Sphinx. But thank you all for that. I think that we will be able to get through this in the next session.
Nice.
Through this, as in the whole thing?
I think we'll be able to wind this down in the next session.
Oh wow.
Maybe. Yeah, you basically, because you didn't like have to chase down and find Oddwald.
Because we went the hug route.
You didn't have to. Yeah, that would have been like a whole other thing. That would have been like the first part of this chapter. You didn't have to do this. So you pretty much find Oddwald or find his notes, and then pretty much do these trials to get the Borealis. And then you're pretty much, after that, you have one other thing to do, and that's it. So we might be able to get through it next time. It depends on like how this fight goes and or the events go and things like that. No more than 2. And hopefully the power stops going out.
So based on what you're saying, and that doing the hug route, peaceful route with Oddwald got it done quicker, we go for full peaceful run, and we try go for the hug route with the aspect of fire.
Well, I mean, I figure Vim was going to go and hug the fire anyway.